Not only
I don't want to remember her that way.
She looks like an ugly dead person. That's basically what you just said.
What sucks is that, like, I feel like that was weird.
I'm checking my body for more bruises because are we running for that? Yes.
You didn't see it. He's went like this and like check belly.
I get bruises there sometimes too, but nothing bad.
Okay.
I've been asking ChatGPT how concerned I should be if I bruise easily. They said not that concerned.
Are we recording?
All right.
We just gotta keep going there.
Yeah,
I mean, okay. I don't even know where to start.
You got a bruise, dude. You just got a bruise.
Or a spider bite.
No, wait.
Wait.
Let me set the scene for people who don't. Tommy walked in here, and only Tommy way. He's like holding a drink, holding his phone, holding a bag of ice on his hand, and he's like, "Should I be concerned?" And he has what he considers a spider bite. He has the marker circle drawn on his hand so that if the venom is expanding, you can tell. I've been bit by a spider. Do I have anything to worry about? Clemmer and Nate are telling him he has to go to the emergency room.
Well, Clemmer and Nate didn't know these were pen marks. They thought that was part of the bite.
Yeah. Well, they're fucking idiots.
But I don't know. It was like Saturday at like 3, like Saturday, technically Sunday. Saturday and Sunday, like 3 a.m. I felt my hand hurt a little bit. I don't remember if I hit it. I might have hit it. And then I woke up in the morning and I had this bruise, and I was talking to security Mike. He drew me the circle.
But okay, there's a disconnect there. So you said like, man, my hand hurts, and Mike was like, that's a spider bite?
I might have been the first to throw out. I don't know.
You
who threw out
walked into the
spider
kitchen
bite.
and go, guys, I got bit by a spider. And then Mike runs over with a pen.
That's not a security Mike.
You hit your hand drunk, and
Yes.
now you have a
I was gonna
bruise.
say,
That's even
if
more
you were
concerning
just-
that I could bruise this easily.
Of course you bruise easily.
You're a
Of course
young
you bruise
Jewish
it.
man.
Are you
You're
kidding me?
Tommy Smokes.
You thought you didn't bruise easily?
Yeah, but then should I get that checked out? Like, I went from thinking, oh my god, I got this spider bite checked out to I gotta get this bruising
Bro,
situation.
you're like the only person in the world more frail than I am. You bruise, you break, you get allergies, you're sick. You're,
Spilled coffee all
That's
over.
all right.
that's Jackie's carpet, whatever. If you were just like, I've been just sitting at my desk all day, and now all of a sudden I have this bruise, but you just went on like a 96-hour bender at the Jersey Shore.
I probably hit it. I probably hit my hand, and I guess maybe I was drunk and don't have the clearest memory of the weekend, and now I have a bruise.
To just be like, that's a spider bite.
That is-
And then to have Mike draw
Well,
the
hang
circle
on.
and like,
This is a good time to tell a story that happened the other day that has been blowing my mind as well. Obviously, it focuses on Tommy. We were down in Atlanta. Okay, we filmed the shot in Atlanta for Les Mascots.
I don't even know where
this is when he doesn't even know it's a thing.
Oh,
That's-
yes, I do.
That's,
Yes, I do.
okay.
It's crazy. He doesn't know where
Okay.
this is going.
Okay.
We finished shooting, doing a scene. We went to get lunch. We go to lunch, Antico Napoleana Pizza. It was delicious. If you're in
Atlanta
Atlanta,
pizza, huh?
Who found it?
Tommy found it. Tommy, a hell of a fucking restaurant finder. Me and Owen said this. It's great traveling with Tommy because I like to eat good food. I just
Don't know it.
I don't really put in the effort.
Same way.
I'd rather
Yeah.
just eat the hotel bar.
Yes.
Tommy likes to find the good food. That's fantastic. A great
Need
guy
a
to
guy like that
travel
in the
with.
crew.
Yes.
It's a good guy to have.
Two for two.
You
Two-
could honestly stink at acting. I would keep you in the crew if I was just for that.
food.
Yeah.
We had 2 great meals for a dinner and a lunch. But while we're at Antico Napoleana Pizza, we have our 3 pizzas laid out in front of us, and we're in the middle of the restaurant. We're in the middle of the dining room. People are walking around. Things are going. Whatever. We're sitting there eating our pizza, having a blast. Someone had been walking around behind us. They go sit at another table. Tommy nudges me, and he goes, I think those guys were sizing this up. And
To fight or
mind
to
you,
fuck?
Mind you, it's to fight is how at least is how it was. I understood it. Now it's noon. Now it's maybe 2 p.m. on a Wednesday in Atlanta. Not exactly fight time.
Yeah.
But I
That
was
sounds
like,
exactly like fight time.
Like, are you at like a Waffle House in Atlanta, or is there any reason to assume
All
there's?
right, that was a
no,
cute
we're not
editing.
done. We're not
Okay,
done.
You go.
But because Tommy said that, and because he looked like he was concerned, I was like, oh, maybe I'm misreading the situation. I'll lock in on that table. I'll see what those guys are saying. Maybe they're saying some riffraff. Maybe something's going on over there. So I pay attention to what that table's saying, and the first thing I hear the guy who had been traipsing around, first thing I hear him say is, guys, I found a great sun-soaked spot outside. Should we go sit there? And I was like, that's who you thought was going to fight us? That's the first sentence I heard out of this guy's mouth. A sun-soaked spot in the cafe, he said? You thought he was sizing us up?
I actually think they also talked about one of their weddings this past weekend. He was like, you were a great best man. I heard that too.
I was like, how were you thinking these guys were trying to fight us?
To give my side, right? They're all talking, eating. Tommy, eyes like a hawk, always aware of his surroundings. It's like 3 tables in this front room. They're all taken. This one guy drinking a beer at 2 p.m. Right, whatever. What
a gangster.
He's just walking back and forth.
Mind you, we were all drinking beers and high.
He was walking back and forth from our table about 5 times, and I was like, I don't know, this is a little weird. And then he walks outside, comes back inside, stand next to our table. His friend walks in the door, and the guy gives him the thumbs up. And I was like, oh, that's
mark.
the thumbs up of
Kill
we
him.
got these guys.
Yeah.
Kill them.
Target acquired. Pow, pow.
Or he could have possibly been saying, thumbs up, there's an open table right here.
There's a sun-soaked spot here.
Now listen, did I freak out? No, I just raised the concern. I said, let's keep our eyes peeled, huh, crew? I gave us this beautiful fucking lunch that we're all enjoying. I don't want to be taken down during it.
But how often does that happen? How often are you at
you know what
a
this
lovely
is?
little lunch and you're like, everyone here is trying to kill me?
I keep aware. I like to be aware of my surroundings. I'm like a CIA agent.
No. This is Tommy Smokes GPT Tommy, where you concoct fan fiction in your head all day. You're talking, you create scenarios, you ask questions, you have a persona that's not real. You have this device tell you, there are 2 guys in the restaurant. Are they trying to fight me? Yes, probably, Tommy.
ChatGPT would have calmed me down there.
All right, consider that the prologue to today's episode. Tommy is 3rd chair for the summer. Tommy will be on KFC Radio for the rest of the summer. Tommy in the chat. Tommy. Between Barstool Beach House weekend review and then Les Mascots episode reviews later in the week, he'll pretty much be on every episode anyway. So for the rest of the summer, Tommy Smokes, honorary member of the KFC Radio gang. Oh, he spilled his coffee
for
before
having
he
me.
walked in. So.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, he's already fitting right in. We'll talk about Beach House, but do you think Tommy was bitten by a spider?
Yeah, well, how is that what that is? It still
Well,
bite?
it's just he's the only person.
Look at that reaction. There's no bite mark. There's no bite mark on the spider bite.
If
Jackie.
he said I bruised my hand, wouldn't you just be like, yeah, that's a bruise?
Okay, first of all, the dots you put around, I forgot that that's not a.
Right. People are thinking that's
Like-
part
like
of the
that's
bite. No,
part
that's
of
the
the
marker.
Go up to the camera and hold it. I want everyone to be able to see.
It's
There's
just a
no
bruise.
bite.
I almost want to just
fair, it's worse.
look.
Yes.
I have it now too. You know?
You're gonna have it too.
Yes, I'm gonna
that
have
was
a bruise.
hard.
I'm gonna have a bruise, Tommy, just like yours.
Unfortunately, I think the camera. Hopefully, that camera might have caught it.
They might have heard it.
That was
That's
hard.
Good. That's gonna look. It's already broken. Oh, I think I broke the skin.
Yeah, you just hit that
Wait,
hand
look.
hard, dude.
Wait, it looks like I have a spider bite. Look at those 3 marks. What are those little holes?
Why did you do that?
Because I wanted to show that you just probably have a bruise. You probably did something like that when you were drunk.
So I don't need to go to City MD.
No.
Okay.
I mean, if you die.
No, you know what? You should.
actually-
You should go to City MD and be like, I have a spider bite, and they're gonna be like, get the fuck out of here.
Are you done your Les Mascot scenes?
No.
All right, then go to City MD.
Might be too valuable to the operation.
That would suck.
I think I might need your ice, bro. I think I hurt my hand.
Is it is there a sting? Is there any kind of mark on it, or just a bump?
Bro,
You
he
could
just walked
argue
in-
there's
He just
not.
walked in the kitchen yesterday, got bit by a spider, and everyone just bought
How about
it.
this? Is there any symptoms of a spider bite? Like I would
No,
imagine
feel
there's like
fine. I mean, I
throbbing
guess yesterday I was a
pain,
little tired, but
You took a Benadryl because you thought you had a spider bite.
This is insane. This is insane.
I know,
this is so
obviously I was
Tommy.
tired from the
Tommy's
weekend.
always been a hypochondriac. Tommy is a frail Jewish boy. He's just like that's who he is as a person. That's always how it's going to be.
I think I have 4 bruises on me right now, bigger than that bruise.
Let's say.
By the end of this episode, my hand will be more bruised than you are.
Whoa. It's yellow.
Oh, what is that, bro?
That's from filming Mascot.
You should
Okay.
go to City MD.
That's a big enough bruise that if you didn't have a reason, I would be like a little concerned.
My every joint on my right side
From the barrel roll?
has a bruise on it.
Yeah.
From getting thrown out of the chair.
Yeah.
You got your eyebrows again?
Yeah, but Una has to say, I do it pretty regularly.
I feel like he missed a spot.
Yeah.
Is that
on
what it
your
is?
right eyebrow, there's like a gap.
I think it's darker than something's darker than usual. Maybe your beard's longer.
maybe-
I don't
maybe
know.
I-
You go too heavy up front. You gotta remember you gotta go. the
Yeah,
second
maybe
part of the
focus on the
eyebrow.
tail end.
Draw it
Okay.
out a little bit more.
All right.
Just go Uncle Leo.
Can we talk about the main thing now?
Yeah, okay, now let's get to the
Let's
beach
talk
house.
about Beach House?
Yeah, let's get to the beach house.
Jackie looks miserable.
I
look-
do.
you look
I'm
dead,
fucking
dog.
like-
You look dead.
You look like you're literally a dead person who a new mortician put makeup on.
Like not even a good job.
That's one of the meanest things I've ever heard.
If it was your wake, your family would be like, "Oh, it doesn't even look like her."
Not only
I don't
does
want
she
to remember
look
her that
dead,
way.
she looks like an ugly dead person. That's basically what you just said.
Jackie looks like someone who drowned in the Atlantic Ocean this weekend.
Like we plucked you from the bottom of the Titanic. You were just like, boom, here we are.
And your body language is saying, yeah,
Did you
you guys
drink
are right.
No.
Jackie,
You look like you're
Jackie, when
drunk
is
right
that,
now.
Jackie,
I
when
know.
is that wristband from?
I don't know. It's like I'm seriously like I'm.
Bro, that one's from Friday.
I know. I tried to get like it's seriously like the least of my problems right now.
Yeah,
Like, I kept
you
trying-
you for sure look potentially drunk right now, and definitely hungover from yesterday, right?
No, well,
Tell
because
me you
I-
went home and got like a good night's sleep.
No. Well, what happened was yesterday I had the biggest mental breakdown. Like this weekend broke me. Like
Yeah.
broke me.
Well, the good news is it's over, right?
I know. So that's what part of the breakdown. So what you're witnessing, thank you for pointing it out, so lovely, is the midst of the most crying I've ever done in one day.
Oh, I can tell. I wasn't throwing that out there like I had no idea. You almost cried before I said it.
Yeah, I'm crying right now.
You look like you got like
you're
punched
about
in the
to,
face.
Like
though.
what you're about to witness is like part 2 of the worst mental breakdown I've ever had.
I was kind of thinking about the two different animals. I don't know which one's worse. Actually, you probably can speak to this and you too. You were in both. Surviving and this, because like surviving is like a hell of a challenge because of like the gameplay and the mental whatever, and then this is just like a shit show. But I was thinking that Survivor is like 4 or 5 days,
Yeah.
and that's it.
And you're not
This
drinking.
is 4. Yeah, right. So there's
But you're not
but I'm just saying
fighting
the
in
amount-
this, at least. Well, I mean, I guess
Well,
I'm sure you guys got in
depends on who
fights.
you are.
But the point
That's not gonna-
isn't to fight and lie and deceive.
Right,
But
it's one's like mental, one's like physical.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
that's what I mean. They might be
One
different.
is one is you guys get drunk and have
fights.
miscommunications.
Yeah. The other one is like actively
You're trying to
to
lie to people and
Yeah.
slit their throat.
Right. But my point being that like everyone who's gone through Surviving, at least the later seasons, are like they come out like that was the worst experience of my life or hardest experience of my life, and it was like 5 days. This is 4 or 5 days, and it's just the beginning.
Yeah.
You get a little bit of a break, but you got to go back. It's almost like it might be worse if they just went through. It's like we're stuck here. But if I did Surviving and then it ended for like 5 days and it was like then you got to go back.
Yeah,
I'd be like, I'm not going back there. You know,
Like,
So
like
I
a
don't know.
prisoner, like I ain't going back.
I left clothes there to make sure I have to go back.
That's not a bad move.
Survivor-
But why are you
like
guys having a bad time?
Let me be the first to
Well,
say.
you're having a great time.
From
I
outside
had a
observer, it seems amazing.
fantastic weekend, and I am not complaining.
Lift
What?
your mic up a little bit. Talk a little closer.
From I want to say that I'm embarrassed it didn't happen day one because I was traveling day one.
Still again in here. Yeah.
But I think 12:05 Friday night, I texted Kevin and I was like, I was dead wrong about this. I was like it clicked for me.
When people were like, I don't think there's going to be any like drama or any.
No, I just didn't know how clips were gonna work. I didn't see how that show worked, and now now it clicked for me. I see it. It's just a reality show that's always on, so you don't have to see everything. I've seen plenty. I'm sure I haven't seen everything, but like I got a pretty good gist of what's happening.
We'll talk about the format in a minute because I also think that's a big part of it. And I know it was 105 million impressions on Twitter over the weekend. We got suspended on Instagram. There's a whole other element of like the production of it, but the content side of it, it seems like the girls might be struggling a little bit, and the fellas are just kind of letting it rip.
Oh, I thought everyone was having a good time.
Oh, I don't think you've seen everything there.
I
Or
thought
been in
everyone's
contact
having
with
a
everybody.
mostly. I mean, obviously there were fights and controversy. I do think at the end of the day, I'm going to be like, yeah, I had a good weekend.
From where I sit,
I mean,
yeah,
Jackie said she had the worst mental breakdown of her life yesterday, so maybe
If I said to you like,
how
"How was the weekend?" Would you be like, "It was fun"?
No, it
I
was.
feel like you're actually about to cry right now. You okay?
I probably am.
Okay.
I'm seriously like. Sorry.
You need a tissue,
I'm like,
Jackie? Do you
I'm
need a
just,
tissue?
like, No, stop. However, it's like I like I'm not complaining. Like it was so fun, and like I seriously like I knew I would have a mental breakdown. I'm sorry. Like I don't know why I'm breaking so fast. It was just like. It was just like the come down, obviously the alcohol, and like I slept 3 hours every night. Like there's too much adrenaline to sleep. Like I couldn't eat because like I was so nervous, like, and like hungover, and then like it was just like cameras all the time. Like I'm just realizing I just might not be cut out for this, but like I want to keep going. Like, but it just like kind of.
Was it like right off the bat, or once there was like some drama with Nikki and Danny and all that it started, or right away were you like, oh shit?
No, I actually had fun until literally the last day. Like even like the second day when I got blackout drunk, I was just like, fuck it. Like that like was not my best, but like I obviously like that's what I signed up for. But then it was just the come down of everything, and just like I'm somebody who like I care way too much about what people think, and it's so many comments, so many everything. I just need to like not read anything, and like I just I don't know. I knew I was gonna have a breakdown. Sorry but like whatever. I just like hope like from this experience, I'm just like can get to a place where I seriously like don't care about.
Well, I think that's where the format really does matter, because like if you're on like Summer House, you're gonna get comments, right? Like they're like people on the internet will talk about the episode, but the episode's
like
not on the internet. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not like that's the only place I'm watching and now I'm commenting. I just saw this. I hate you. You're drunk. You're whatever. Like right away, where it's like if you're on a television show and then you go to the internet, you might see some things, but this is just going to be it's like uncut Coke. It's like right to the source. You know what I mean?
But that's why
it works, but it's...
I said I was traveling Friday. I landed from the airport and I was in the car and I opened Twitter and I was like, it's all I could see, and that's why I texted you. I was like, it's everywhere.
Even if you didn't want to watch it, if you like you couldn't.
But honestly, it was ruining my social media experience.
Yeah, I just want to see like I'm on here like we'll talk about the Mets and I can't avoid it. There's Koenig like eating a parking cone.
But that's why, because I thought exactly that, where it's like, oh, they can just comment right here, but. To your point here, like, from where I sit, you're the superstar of the weekend. Like, stop. I don't even know what you could possibly be mad about.
I mean,
not mad. Not that you're mad.
Like,
I'm sorry.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not mad. Like, again, I understand. Like, it's probably coming off like I'm ungrateful. I seriously had so much fun. Like, up until like the come down, like I had so much fun, and I understand. Like, I'm so grateful to be on it, and I this is exactly what I signed up for. Like, I should have known. That being said, like the come down was so much worse than I thought it was gonna be, and I think like also like the Janny pressure in real time was just like, as somebody who like cares about what other people think, like it was just like a lot. It was weird to navigate in the moment. Like,
yeah, sure.
Everything was happening there.
Sure. I got enough messages that I then texted you about it, being like, a lot of people were like, your girl's under too much pressure and she should just go have fun. Like if she likes Danny, fine, but if she doesn't want to be with Danny, you don't have to. And I feel like people wanted it or are forcing it or expect it. And it's like, it was within the first like 5 hours, you know? So like, I also think that I don't know how many times we're going to have to do this for people to understand, like, surviving Barstool. It's like, yeah, you're playing games and you might win $250,000 and that's a cool opportunity. And the beach house is like, you're getting fucked up and just partying on your company's dime. All that's true. These things are hard. They're hard. They're hard to do. And the average person
like
at
Facebook.
home,
like if it's not charging you, it's because you're the product.
right. Yes. And like the average person might, why are you crying? Or why are you upset? Or this is supposed to be fun? Or blah, 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 blah. And it's like, I guarantee if I dropped you in this and everybody was all of a sudden judging you and all your moves and forcing you to do this or expecting you to do that, like you'd feel a way about it. So that's just, there's just always gonna be a disconnect between like reality people and viewers where they're like, what's the big deal? It's a pretty fucking weird deal.
I'm just like too weak to handle it, and like that's entirely a possibility.
No, you're one of the strongest women I've ever met.
Honestly,
you're one of the strongest fucking women that I've ever met, and I have your back.
But no, look at like when Rhea went through this. When Rhea went through this with surviving, like I actually feel like the people who are some of the strongest people I know that are,
I know I'm not helping the surviving girls cry in case.
I'm sick of that too, though. Every reality show I've ever watched, the girls cry. It's just what girls do. I don't know. It's just what girls do. I can't believe that is like becoming like the Barstool girls do that. It's like every girl in the world cries about fucking everything.
Can I offer a solution?
Yeah.
You know what I'm gonna say?
No, but I feel like it's
turn off your phone. Don't look at it.
Don't look at your comments.
No, I know. I'm done. I'm done looking at my phone. I'm done looking at comments. I'm not looking at a single fucking thing. I don't love how I handled myself on Roan.com. Like I don't think I answered anything well. That's not my problem today. Like I'm not looking at jack shit.
Again, from like I haven't read anything. You got like 100% of the people. I thought you guys had a great weekend. I thought obviously there's a little kerfuffle on the first night, but like after that, I thought everyone seemed great. And again, I'm not like super in tune, but from where I sit, you guys all had a blast.
That is a good like I was like more in contact with you guys, so I know that was not the case. But the vast majority of people I think are probably just tuning in. I think you have to realize that like at the end of the day, people are saying shit, but they don't like really care. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And also
Yeah.
think about here's my word of advice or whatever for you. If fucking Huda can come out of Love Island as like a sympathetic figure that people like, I think you could like murder Tommy next weekend and people would be like, I don't know. At the end of the day, they'd be like, but then she had a redemption arc. I don't know. These things just
Don't think like you're doing awesome, dude. You look great.
And I think at the end of the day,
no, image
Don't get me
wise, I
wrong.
think you
Right
look
now,
great.
you
I
look
was like, all right,
terrible.
now you're just trying to.
Ask Paz what I said a minute ago. I was like, I feel like Jackie has done a great job of being like at the center of everything, but not being like the asshole.
I think you're crushing.
Yeah.
Honestly, God, I came in this morning. I was like, "Well,
Yeah.
Jackie's the biggest star on the show on
And I
KFC Radio,
And
not
other
even
than
on-
like a little, whatever with Nikki, like you weren't like a villain. You didn't do anything wrong. You like
Bro, you were the closest thing to
You
perfect.
baby birded.
like that was awesome.
Yeah,
The
I
baby
didn't even
bird
know
moment.
I didn't see that
Oh
one.
my god, you didn't see this? I don't even want to explain it. I want you to just see it. BlueChew is out here to revolutionize the world, change everything for guys, because when you walk in a room as a guy, you walk in dick first. And BlueChew isn't just a tablet, it's a cheat code for your crotch. Stronger, harder, longer lasting, like someone gave you downstairs a pep talk and a gym membership. BlueChew is the original brand offering chewable tablets for better sex. This isn't a supplement, it's an erection resurrection. So, guys, it's not just about your performance, it's about your legacy. Give her and the group chat something to talk about. Because you know when you lay it down, they're talking about how it gets up. We need some BlueChew in the beach house.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
Get everybody all bricked
just like
up.
an M&M bowl.
Yeah. Here you go, folks. Sprinkle it on like your tacos during family dinner night. So nothing makes you more of a legend than a little BlueChew. You can discover your options right now at BlueChew.com. And right now there's a special deal for our listeners. As always, you get the first month of BlueChew for free when you sign up using promo code KFC at checkout. All you got to do is pay $5 to get the shipping. So join BlueChew's mission to upgrade humanity one thrust at a time. Head to BlueChew.com for details and safety info. And thanks to BlueChew for sponsoring KFC Radio. This was so good.
but it is like it does sometimes. It's like no matter what people say to you positive, the negative ones are the ones that stick with you.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
also-
I've almost gotten to a point where I can do the opposite. I can
I'm
scroll
just-
through comments and be like, negative people don't know what they're talking about, and take the positive ones to heart.
Like, you can't-
That's how you got to get.
That's the gun is filled with sake, I think.
Yeah.
Disgusting sake.
You baby bird.
She baby birded him and with consent.
Yeah,
She
well,
was like,
with consent.
they said to Baby Bird.
That
Oh,
was
they told you to do that?
Dante's idea.
It
That
was Dante's
free.
birthday wish.
Dante said it was his 28th birthday.
I
But like
said it was
I
Dante's.
genuinely, and we don't have to talk about it more. Like I don't understand what you could possibly even be upset about. Like I don't want you to like dive deeper into what you think it is, but like I don't know. I thought you guys all look great.
You're feeling the pressure with Janny?
Yeah, like that kind of. I think it's, but like I think it's just like literally a chemical brain come down of that, and like me just being in my head. Like I feel like the second day or yesterday when I woke up, like it was just literally panic attack from the day, like from wake up, and I felt like I like was just like crawling inside myself on Roan.com, and like I don't think I like handled myself the way I would want to handle myself at certain times, and I'm more in my head about that. But like I think that the one thing I've like it doesn't even like I'm not asking for like compliments, or you guys are being really sweet, like making me feel better, but
You just said you look like a dead body. Boy,
Boy, the bar is low.
but yeah,
But-
I thought you were very Jackie on Roan.com.
Yeah,
like
I
you
thought you were very
stumbled
Jackie
through
the whole
some of your
weekend.
answers and
You're
awkward,
That's
but
just
that
who
was
you
just
are.
Jackie.
that's it. No,
I think you're in your head a lot. You're on
Yeah,
the
like
head.
like I genuinely stop looking at
Okay.
anything that's making you upset because you
No,
look
I'm
great
done.
all
I'm
weekend.
okay, thanks.
Yeah, I thought it was like exactly what you want to be. Like you were fucked up and it was funny, a little bit of drama, but for the most part, like shining.
Okay.
Shining star.
Thanks.
And that's all that's the feedback I'm getting. I send you the Jackie hype train every day. It's
Yeah,
like
I
all
know,
these
thank
comments
you.
of like, she's so pretty, she's the funniest, she's the best, the world's gonna realize what a star she is, like all that stuff. And
I
like it's
came
coming to
here-
fruition. People were like, oh, this is what you've been talking about, like it's finally happening.
That's I popped in here quick on Friday. I hadn't seen anything because I got in late the night before. And Paz was like, "Jackie's a star already," and I was like, "I fucking knew it."
sweet.
Like anything you think.
She's not gonna think this. Like you know
Yeah,
when
no,
you
that's
think
really
when you
sweet.
feel
No,
away.
I get where your head's at, but you're dumb.
Okay, thank you. Sorry, I didn't mean for this to be like a therapy session.
But I do think though there also is like a chemical. Like I learned that myself like relatively recently in life that like if you really go through something, like you will crash after it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
your
yeah.
body like
For sure.
physically is like, even if you don't want to or you've made peace with it, like you know the adrenaline or whatever is like coming out of your body and you will crash. So
Yeah.
It's hard
like
to have a clear
physiological-
head after drinking nonstop for
Yeah,
72
yeah.
hours. It's a little hard to step back and be rational.
Can I ask what happens when you guys aren't partying and drinking? Like let's say there's, I've seen plenty of shots of you guys like out on the patio kind of deal, like 6 of you sitting around. When you're just sitting around, just hanging out on your phone, are there just 6 other people with phones pointing at you?
Yeah, pretty much.
That's
That's
weird,
also
I
weird.
imagine.
It's like you're a zoo animal at that. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
but like it's like one thing when I'm a zoo animal and I'm like jerking myself off like a monkey. I'm like, yeah, I get why you're all looking at me. You know?
okay.
You know
yeah,
what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah.
Like I get it. I'm making.
I get it, but that
I'm
was a weird-
causing a scene. I get why you're all staring at me. If I'm just fucking hanging out, I'd be like, why don't you guys go do something else?
I know, but that's what I mean. I would probably be that way too. Like, come on, you're not gonna film right now, right?
Yeah.
It's like, no, we are. We
I
absolutely
feel
are.
like I adjusted to that maybe after the first day. Like at first it's a little weird. It's
but
like,
you're
they're
a
really
freak who's like
recording.
always wanted this.
Me? I was fucking thrust into this.
There's a very big difference, I think, between if I had to guess or like speak for you in this instance. I don't know if this is true or not. I feel like you did this almost like it's a good opportunity and like yeah, I'll have fun, but like I want to do this for the opportunity. Where I think Tommy is like, this is my dream.
No, like my dream has always been Survivor. Like
Right,
this is
right,
a different show than
Yeah.
Survivor.
But you know what I mean?
actually-
You like this shit.
I was a little anxious about it because like it is very much like I haven't done much like that, like being recorded basically 24/7.
Tommy's like, I only fucked 9 blondes. People are gonna think
But
I'm
it's
so
weird, like,
lame. Like,
you just have to be yourself on camera for like 3 straight days.
That's
and
hard.
sometimes, like I said, I said this last week. I don't like showing vulnerability in the real me, and I talk in a weird voice, and nobody thinks I'm being serious. And so having to do that for a month straight is an adjustment. But then I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna treat it like I'm at a shore house with 9 of my friends and ignore the cameras are there. Whatever happens.
those are the people who are reality stars. The people who like just don't treat it like there's cameras there.
Yeah.
I know for a fact if that was me, I probably wouldn't drink. I probably wouldn't like. I'm not gonna do this. You know. But that's why I would stink on a show like this. Like,
But I also know,
props to you
like,
guys for letting it rip.
the entire time. That would be the exact
One direction or the other.
Anyone who was like,
Prime
"Aren't you
fights mixed with
worried?"
K-Dick would be horrible. That would be like legit Bash Brothers, like fighting, wrestling, drinking, stealing, eating.
Kadick he's unbelievable.
I rescind my my initial like when I said there's no way he eats wrappers on cupcakes after everything I've seen. Did you see the cigarette lime thing?
No.
That was yesterday. He's got a mixed drink. He goes, "Who put a cigarette in my drink? How did that?" And he's got this big, baby face. "How did this happen? How is this cigarette in my drink?" And Jackie's like, "That's a lime." And he goes, "Oh, it is a lime." He goes, "Kind of looks like a cigarette though, right?" And Jackie's like, "No, are you fucked up right now? It looks like a lime."
My favorite Kadick moment of the weekend was I think Nikki or somebody just told him about the Andrew Cuomo quote. "I'm not perverted. I'm just Italian." He laughed about it for 2 hours straight, like just giggling to it. Like we'd be drinking 2 hours later and be like, "Who says that? I'm not perverted. How do you even come up with that?" He couldn't get over it.
It was the next day too. It was like the
Yeah.
whole weekend.
And it was a pretty long time ago. That'd be like laugh like that damn Daniel video, man. Like, the Vans.
the Kadick Ella duo, and they were the ones that I think they went in with the beef, like the drama. That duo, they should have like their own show, like a spinoff. Anyway, just the point being that they are like cutting loose, and I think that there's it's kind of it's the 3 ways you can do it. You can either be like fucking Kadick and Ella, like cut loose, like you said, drinking all the time. I feel like Tommy's sort of in the middle, and then
You've been
people
drinking
trying to like
so-so?
navigate it. No, I just
a lot, but, like,
I just
I'm,
mean the
like-
way you're like, you know what I
I'm
mean?
not gonna. You don't seem like it.
I mean, I have a borderline dependence. I'm able to bounce back.
I'm called a functioning
I feel
alcoholic,
worse
John.
right now. Yeah, I don't really. I genuinely. I think I've just drank enough where it's like, oh, I feel pretty good the next
That's my
day after
fucking
drinking.
boy right there, Tommy.
But in a
That's
fun
how it
way.
starts.
No, but
Give
I
it a
also
year.
like. I'm not expecting to be like the main character on this show.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't have a romantic relationship with anyone in it. I can't really see myself getting in an argument. My role. Be funny, make some jokes, make everyone like me, and pull some blonde chicks. That's
Are
like
you
side quests.
are you fucking these chicks?
I
you
did.
just like-
I did a little making out one night. No fucking yet.
You make out more than the average guy. I'll say
Thank
that. I don't know if it's a thank you.
I was gonna say Tommy's a kisser. Tommy kisses at the bar, and that's
I
that's
heard a
his
lot
thing.
of stories of Tommy where he's like, yeah, we fucking kissed hard.
Tommy's headspace is exactly what I want to be at. Just like everything's a compliment to you.
Well, that's Tommy's
Tommy's
life.
life.
That's
That's
Tommy's
great.
like nothing's like Tommy, you are such a fucking pussy. And he's like, yeah, I'm in touch with my feelings, guys. Like, I'm a modern man. Everything is. I only ask that because like I don't think I would. I think you're playing it perfect right now, where it's like, damn,
Fuck?
Tommy's got game. Yeah, I just don't. I
Well-
think I would just do what you're doing all month and like maybe fuck these chicks later. But right now,
you know what you're doing?
Bring them in,
He's living out the fucking ATI. Would you rather fuck 10 smokes and
or have everyone think you fucked
yeah,
that
have everyone
yes.
think Tommy's like, I
Well, I
fucked
mean,
12 smokes this weekend.
Yeah.
The first night I came home with a girl, and I don't know what would have happened, but then I went to pee, and she fell asleep on the couch with her friend. So we made sure we got her out of there safely. Like, obviously, I'm not like gonna have sex with a sleep girl. And then the next night I came back with a girl, but she didn't want to be on. There weren't a lot of clips of it because her job's there. I don't want to be on camera. Can you blur my face? So they blurred her face.
Dude, that's crazy. By the way, if you ever like, don't go back to the house.
I was
where
just saying, like,
there's
don't
cameras
even
everywhere.
risk it.
Yeah. And
She just really likes me.
they've really like I've noticed on other shows that like they just throw a fucking shirt over the camera. Like if you do that, are you in trouble?
What do you mean?
Like in Summer House, there's this guy who fucked a new girl like every single weekend, and he would walk into his room and he would throw a shirt over the camera.
well, they're not allowed to record in the room. I guess you would see us.
Oh,
walking
I
into
thought
the
I heard it was everywhere but the bathrooms.
bathroom. Like, I mean, if you
No,
go back in
rooms.
the bedroom with a girl, they're not going to record.
Yeah.
There's no mounted cameras.
I
in the
thought there was
bedrooms,
like mounted
but
cameras.
No,
Okay.
no
So if you're
bedrooms,
in the
no
room,
bathrooms.
you could and be
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
What's
I
the audio
definitely
situation
would
like?
not be fucking just. I'm not going to get a porn.
No,
star.
but you know what I mean. Like they go under the covers and you just see like humping.
No,
it's
that-
like I don't expect you to
I
just
think
be.
there would be the clips of like you going back into the room.
Got
with
it.
the girl.
Got it. Okay.
What's the audio situation like in the house? We've talked about on this show. We don't like when people are hearing rhythms are going around. And like, can you like, let's say you're banging in the house. Is everyone sitting in the living room?
So my room is. I have a solo room upstairs, and there was like a living room hangout area. I think if people were on those couches, you'd be hearing me do missionary.
You would be hearing me.
You'd be hearing the most average 6
like-
minute sex in your life.
You're just like, yeah, that's Tommy Missionary.
Yeah.
I've heard that before.
Tommy fucking probably sounds like a turtle. You ever see a turtle bang? when a turtle thrusts in. You remember those?
Yeah.
It was like
it's like a grinding noise.
it was a very big viral video. A turtle. I think it's fucking a croc, and it's just going.
I'm gonna come.
That's actually not what I sound like at all. You actually can't even hear me because they're screaming so fucking loud.
Can people hear you and Danny having sex?
We didn't have sex. And, well, Una was like, I'm just sharing a room with her, but she was sweet and let us out the room.
Well, I didn't. Well, I let them have the room
Good
for a few
old-fashioned
hours.
sex
And
style.
then,
Una, what'd you smoke? 100 cigarettes?
That was good.
Try and sneak it out.
I like that, by the way. Clips of just people ripping cigs. Like I was like, this is how it's supposed to be.
I probably smoked like 2 cigarettes, but I just got so fucking high every night.
You sound like
Just
the
in my bed
fucking.
that I couldn't see.
Who is it? Monsters Inc.
The
The old woman.
Yeah. The secretary or whatever.
Where's Mike?
Mike Wachowski.
I know.
Una's in a impossible and completely uncharted
I might
world
kill myself.
Of, I mean, Una's
You
been
guys
here.
should do that. Have a mass suicide at that.
No, I've been talking about it for a while now.
Una being here for like 5 weeks
I know,
and then
she's
being
a
thrust
badass.
into what I think is like probably the thing that's going to be as big as like Surviving was. You know what I mean? Like that is a lot to take in. That's it. Yeah,
She's holding better together than I am.
well, every
I mean, that's a fucking joke.
Yeah.
Obviously. But-
each day of the weekend for me was like
I know.
today's
Stop.
Una day, tomorrow's Jackie day. Like you guys are all you're not the only one. Don't think that. You're not the only one like going through it. Everybody's having their own. I've talked to almost everybody that I speak to in the cast, and they all had their moments. You know.
The hard part is that I want to watch the clips, and like what you were saying with Summer House is different because the whole thing comes out at once, and then you can kind of. But it's like if I do anything on my phone, I'm gonna see something someone's saying. So that's kind of the tough part.
And that's
But
also
the-
part being
the-
like we can not watch stuff. Like I remember being like I want to see what I'm in and how it's being received and all that. She's at the very beginning of that.
And that's the like, because what it's gonna do is you're gonna read comments and you're going to be like, oh, they don't like when I do that.
Yeah.
So then you're going to get
Start
in your
doing
head
this.
and you're going to start trying to change how you are. I've been around both of you. You're both very entertaining people. Just
be
you.
yourself.
Yeah.
And also, and Tommy too.
I think
Tommy doesn't need a pep talk.
but like, I also can probably imagine that, like, if you go, like, night 1, you're in the middle of everything, but that also kind of sucks. And then night 2, you play back, and then you're not in the mix.
Yeah.
There's enough time for 4 or 5 weekends at this place. You'll be in, if you're just yourself, you will be in the mix, and you'll be out of the mix, and you'll be in the mix, and you'll be out of the mix. Not every episode is going to be like the Una episode or the Jackie episode. That's
They might all be the Nikki Smokes episode.
we'll get to him because he's probably going to be at the center of everything the entire time.
Annika said something that, like, she articulated how my voice is just going to be like this. I'm really sorry. She was like, I'm not used to being, like, the most sane person in the room. And, like, my entire life, I've been the fucking nut job in, like, my family and my friend groups, whatever. And I didn't have to, like, try to be the nut job. And I'm not going to try to do anything. But it's, like, I have just been myself. And normally that's, like, entertaining enough for the people around me. And not that I'm gonna try to be more entertaining than I am, but like I'm not used to being in such an entertaining group of personalities. Like I'm not used to that at all.
Yeah, I mean, it's like an all-star team of freaks.
That's like honestly a great thing to say because don't try and be
No, and I'm not.
like,
you can't be Mike Katie. You can't be
You're
Ella.
not
No,
Jordan on the team.
I'm not
Don't
going-
try and be Jordan.
Yeah. I'm not going to, and I wouldn't. And like
But I also
But like
thought
Scottie Pippen was fucking great, right?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Just be you, and like that part will be fine.
also
Yeah.
not to mention like. For better or worse, I don't know how you feel about it, but night 1 was like the Una show too. So you're gonna have nights like that,
Yeah.
I'm sure, going forward, and then nights where you're like not even on camera at all. That's just kind of how it goes. But
If you had 10 people trying to be the main character,
Yeah.
it wouldn't work.
it would suck.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
you
feel
got to
like-
know your role.
And I'm
in
not
those.
going to try like whatsoever. I have no interest in trying to do that. I know how it would come off. And I don't really care to be the main character. If people think I'm entertaining, cool. If they don't, I'm having fun.
That's the perfect way to do it.
Yeah.
The cast needs those people too, where it's like
Yeah, world needs ditch diggers.
REEF has been doing sandals for 40 years, but recently they've been stepping into the shoe game. There can't be a better, more like real ad read than this. Like these are 1 season old. I wear these every day to the point that they are beat up. These are like I don't know, a month and a half old. I wear them every day. You can either wear them. I just stand on them like that to make it like a sandal, or you can wear it as a sneaker. These to me are like, I don't want to wear sandals. I don't want to wear other weird like summertime boat shoe type things. You can get a sneaker that's lightweight, airy, comfortable. You can wear it to the pool, wear it to the beach, whatever you want. Or you can get the sandals. Of course, they have the bottle opener in the bottom. They've got the leather. They've got the slides. Every different type of style of summertime footwear is from REEF. They're comfortable, laid-back vibes, and this is the Neptune. They also have the Del Mar if you're looking for a shoe, and then, of course, there's their standard flip-flops that have all the bells and whistles. So right now, whether you're a sandal guy or a shoe guy, they have the engineered suede soft uppers, the super soft insoles. The sole on this is like a running shoe. It's a combination of everything you need for summertime shoes that still look good and perform good when you're doing summertime things. So go check out reef.com/KFC Radio and then use promo code KFC Radio 15 to get 15% off your order. So reef.com/KFC Radio is to go to our landing page, and then when you check out, the promo code is KFC Radio 15 to get 15% off your order over $49, or you can get free shipping on any order over $65. That's reef.com/KFC Radio, promo code KFC Radio 15 for 15% off your first order over $49. JackPocket is America's #1 lottery app.
JackPocket.
It's they paid out $980 million in lottery prizes that have been won using the JackPocket app. So if you go hit like Mega Millions or Powerball right now for $20 million or more, you could push JackPocket over the $1 billion prize threshold. Everything's right on your phone. My phone is dead right now, but all you got to do is open it up, pick your Mega Millions, your Powerball, your Cash 5, Lucky 4, Win for Life, Scratch Offs, whatever it may be. They got it all right there on your phone. You don't have to worry about, having cash on you and going to a bodega, going to a place that sells the tickets. Everything is right on your phone. It could be, 10:59 and the drawing's at 11. You can get it in and make sure that you never miss out on the chance to win big bucks on the lottery. So download the JackPocket app today. and you'll get $5 in free lottery credits. So it could be $5 tickets, a couple $2 tickets, all when you sign up at JackPocket using promo code KFC2. You click opt-in to redeem the offer. That's KFC2 at checkout. Click in to redeem the offer to get $5 in lottery credits at JackPocket, America's #1 lottery app.
I feel like I'm like, from this, like, even if I were to be like, oh, this isn't for me and like lose my job at Barstool, I just hope that like I've always struggled with like caring too much about, did I say this? Did I say that? Do people like me? Do people not? Like, I always just like, I care way too much about every like thing I do, and I like need something that would like break me down.
That's a good
like,
thing to recognize about yourself, though, and then like.
But
What?
also
It's a good thing
recognize
to
like
learn that about yourself.
yeah,
to,
like I just
address it
hope
going
from
forward.
this experience, like it kind of breaks me down and builds me back
This
up.
is
in a way where,
what do they
But
call that?
recognize
Immersion
that, like,
therapy. You're just getting fucking like thrust in it, and then come
But
out
like,
the other
there's,
side.
like when you're a people pleaser, which I think you are, like it's one thing when you're in a room with 3 people. It's another thing when you have thousands of people chiming in. You have to shut that off.
Yeah, exactly.
Because
So I just
otherwise, it's
hope
gonna.
You can't please like
From
more
this-
than like 2 people, let alone
Right.
2,000 every time. You know.
I just realized yesterday, like I don't give a fuck about followers. I don't give a fuck about like keeping my job. I don't give a fuck about anything. I just want to like people to get.
you're
to-
also
You're
not gonna
your
lose
job
your
is
job.
fine.
I know. No, I'm saying.
You're not gonna lose your fucking
No, I don't
job.
think I'm gonna lose my job. I'm saying worst case scenario. Like my brain was going yesterday to worst case scenario.
Yeah,
being like,
but that's
oh, maybe
not
this isn't
even
for
a
me.
scenario. You literally
No.
shouldn't even have
Yeah.
that in
I'm
your head
being
as worst case scenario.
So drama. I understand that.
I know, but I think that's natural to think that, but like it's really not even on the table to the point that it's also one of those things like let's say things go terrible and it's drama and drunk and fighting and you did fucked up shit, like your job is more safe then. Yeah. So like as you might personally feel worse about yourself, your job goes higher. But that's also like that's not the case. Like you're good, you're set. I think like with Una, it was a different spot where I was kind of like, she's an intern. We want her to get a full-time offer. This is a big opportunity. That's a little different where it's like
Yeah, I might have to apply to law school. Fresh off
Uda,
this.
even like you doing this, like you rolling with the punches and everything, and like you're being entertaining, like you're doing what you gotta do. Like,
yeah, I
you're
think it was
killing
good for you as
Yeah.
well. But I just mean that's a different going in. Like there was not a single. You shouldn't feel this way, but I know Tommy wouldn't feel this way. Tommy didn't walk into this being like, "What if I lose my job?"
Right.
That was not even on the table. Una's walking in there like, "What if I don't do
get
enough
a
to get an
job."
offer?" So that's like a different thing. But I think I don't know. I would hope that even just that first night was enough to be like, this girl should be around because there's potential drama and all that. I feel like that whole situation you were kind of stuck in between a rock and a hard place.
Yeah, to be honest, like there was like a misunderstanding. I don't need to rehash it. No one cares. But
it got like away from you in a way where like
Yeah.
like Bree was trying to be protective, and like obviously she was saying like she is triggered by that, and she made it like into something that just got away from you, and then you just tried to mitigate. Like it's one of those things where it's just like in the moment, like you were trying to do the best that you could.
I was
and
just-
then you
yeah.
explained it well yesterday, and like you explained it well.
It's also
like,
super hard to be an intern of like 5 weeks,
Yeah.
and then you're in the mix with our biggest star.
Yeah.
I just
It's
wanted
very
to
hard.
like I
You
just
don't
wanted
want
to
to
like
go
hide.
against her. You don't want to you don't want to be ungrateful for her helping you. I would deal with Bree in a way like I don't know what to do, let alone if it was the first month of my career. And then on the other side, it's like, you know, Nikki didn't do anything wrong, but maybe you were uncomfortable. Then you don't want to be the girl who said you made you uncomfortable because then you're the bitch. And like, there's a lot going on there. So
Yeah.
I did sympathize with you. I do think that drama was born out of like saying one thing and then saying another. But I just understand why that happened because that's a really night one like.
Yeah, I don't think Una expected the R word accusation to be thrown.
Yeah, I mean
that you can't be saying
that's
that.
what.
You can't be saying that.
Yeah.
That got a little out of hand, but
That
that's what
freaked
this
me the
shit's
fuck
about.
out.
Like that's where
It's crazy that the first 2 dramas on the show were both rape centric.
well, and then like the next night, people were like hitting him when I was really drunk. Like we were just joking, like, he can't fucking beat the allegations.
well, but that's the problem with the cameras being on. Like, I think if I'm remembering what I saw correctly, none of that would have ever been questioned by anybody else at a bar drinking.
Yeah.
When you're sober and at home and you want to look at it away, it's sort of like, oh yeah, he did put his arm around her when she was like hammered drunk. It's like, I don't know. That's what bars are. That's what life is. No, if people at the bar were like, whoa, stop that, that's different. I don't think anybody even noticed what was going on until you know, Annika saw it or someone at home saw it or what, you know what I mean? That to me was like, I guess, but bars are a little bit creepy. Like bars are a weird, drunken, like shit's going on. So, but yeah, I don't know. I was like happy to be like, all right, our people are doing well and in the mix and the center of storylines and getting attention.
I did not expect tears today. I apologize.
No,
that we started making fun of you. I thought
that made me laugh, but I was like, I'm still gonna cry. Like, I'm still
gonna cry. I thought we were coming in today like this was a big success. I thought you guys all did great. I thought it was a great show.
Same.
Yeah, no, again, I want to reiterate, like, I needed a moment. Like, I just need to have a moment. I need to have a come down, and, like, first week, now I'm getting used to it, and I am very grateful for it. That being said, I have no serotonin left in my brain, and, like, I'm gonna be back. Like, I already feel better today than I did yesterday. I got a good night's sleep. Like, I'm gonna be good. I need a moment.
You know what's so funny?
I need a moment.
You know what is very funny about this? What you're describing is... What you guys are doing is the summertime like share house experience on steroids times a billion because of the cameras and the fans and all that. So I'm not saying like I've been through this too, but that like the come home on Sunday and Monday, people being like, I'm not going back there.
Yeah,
I can't go back to those bars. I can't see that girl or guy again. I can't drink ever again. I spent I guess you're not spending money, but all those things where you're like. They can keep the house. Like I know I paid it. I'm not going back. And then Thursday rolls around. You're like, let's go to the beach.
Like
I could do one.
Right.
Yeah.
But it's that times a billion.
It's also like when some shit happens at night. Normally you can wake up and just like have time to yourself. But since you don't have it for 3 days, when you finally get home and have 5 seconds, everything like hits at once. Like I don't know. On Friday, I literally was in the shower for so long, just like crying. Not even because I was literally sad. Like necessarily just because I had like emotions that I couldn't get. Like I felt like I couldn't
get them
let
out.
them out. So I was just sitting on the bathroom floor like just crying. Not even like, I don't know. Yeah, and it wasn't even, it makes it sound like I was like literally like,
at the Shore House Friday?
Yeah.
That wouldn't be, I wouldn't be crying, but that is my main takeaway from this weekend is that like, you guys would be like, where is John? And I would be locked in a room just sitting there alone.
That's what it was. It wasn't like
just need 10
minutes,
the
crying.
Guys,
it was just getting out all like the stress and like whatever. It wasn't like literally like being sad. It was just like you do not have 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And I need that sometimes.
I do think Monday, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, outside of this Wednesday for the Mascots premiere, I'm going to be doing nothing. I don't know. I was like, maybe I'll see some of my high school friends or college friends like a Tuesday dinner, Wednesday dinner. I think I'm going to want to just be.
You guys should stay off the internet, stay off, like just stay away from everything.
I'm binging a Superman TV show. I'm going to go join I'm going to go join Krypton.
I think the break, going home is the only thing that's gonna like keep you guys going.
Yeah, I know.
Having a break.
I already feel better, and I want it very clear. I'm very grateful, and I'm having a lot of fun. I just need a moment. I just need a fucking moment.
Also, Jack, you're not giving yourself enough credit because you have your own shit and you had to like help me. Like I would have immediately gone home if you weren't there.
Oh my god! But you helped me so much too. Like it was like such a
this is there's 2 guys I would peel. I go, all right, let's stop sucking each other's dicks here, guys.
But whatever, fuck it.
Yeah, I mean, I was there for you too. On like
Tommy, I will say every single time you walk into a room, like vibes are better.
Yeah. Oh,
Tommy, you were great this weekend. Tommy made me so happy this weekend every day.
Yeah. You like were good.
America's sweetheart?
Guys, I did not expect this. That's not what I wanted this to turn into. But what did you like the most about it?
Like it's just you're good.
You don't actually have to feed into Tommy's bullshit. You don't have to answer the question.
He's gonna ask ChatGPT later. Leave it alone.
My friends all want to fuck Tommy.
It's a good coming out party for the boy.
Listen, I don't know what it is.
I like how Tom. I've referenced this on the show a couple of times because it is one of my favorite lines in recent memory. In John Hamm's GQ like expose about Friends and Neighbors. He ends the whole story with like they're asking him just about his career, and he's like, "Yeah, I don't know. I've kind of gotten to this stage where, I'm a positive to most projects." And then John Hamm kind of just throws his hands up. He goes, "I don't know what to say, guys. I look good on a billboard." And like that applies to Tommy. I don't know about that.
What did you just do?
I don't know where this is going. You just
I think we have to cut that. That cannot be out there in the world. You cannot be comparing Tom Scabelli to John Hamm talking about being on a billboard.
Look, we have the evidence. I don't like to saying it.
No,
but the evidence has happened this weekend.
I know.
You're like, I don't know what to say. He just looks good on a billboard.
I guess I see where you're coming from.
You don't know what you've just done.
I know.
Oh man. So wait, I feel like Kadik and Ella were like the party MVPs.
Yeah.
Tommy's got his like gaggle of blondes. There's Janny. There was the Una Nikki Bree situation. Is there any other like storylines that I missed? Because I do feel like I watched everything, but I mean, the first night there was 65 reels posted on Instagram. That's a lot to keep up with.
Nikki
The main thing, I mean, obviously Nikki and Annika
the fake
is
threesome.
gonna be a
Yeah, that's
big
just going to be
thing.
throughout.
The Brie and Nikki situation, Danny Jackie, then with Nikki. It's
Is
like
Dante
me
just
telling
kinda
Adik,
overseeing
not really
things?
controversies, just vibe. And Dante, yeah, same thing. Like the I think Big Cat was called him the naughty babysitter. Like he came late Friday, but he cooked in the morning, cleaned up everything. I'm glad Dante's.
Yeah, I'm glad
Yeah.
about-
No, Dante's
awesome.
great to be around.
He's awesome.
He's just a psycho.
It's like if he's not, being like a doomsday prepper, fucking right wing.
He's a really, really nice guy whose
Yeah.
brain doesn't work.
Also,
right.
he's great for like his life has been one giant party.
Yeah,
you know.
yeah.
So like at one point, I think it was Annika and Nikki were arguing, and and he said it about 1,000 times, but he was like, "What are we doing here? What are we doing here? Why are we doing this? What are you guys doing? Why are we doing this? Like, we're at the beach. Let's have fun. Let's go out. Let's party." And they were just like, they just kept going at it, and he just kept being like, "Why are we doing this? Why are we doing this?" Because I think you need somebody to remind you, like, let's just go get fucked up.
Yeah.
Let's just go to the bar. Let's go.
It's
I
just
was-
crazy that the person who's reminding you of that will then go home and watch reels about the end of the world till 4 a.m.
Right, Lori Lightfoot. Lori
It's
Lightfoot
not
is
usually the
is
same
a
person who
reptilian
does those
overlord or
things.
something. Yeah.
Also a person that I was able to convince that I was dating Sabrina Carpenter.
I didn't watch that, but I saw like that. Like I just thought.
No, he hook, line, and sinker.
I started that clip and it made me too sad. Where I was like, oh, he's so
He
dumb.
thought you were
He's so dumb.
But he's also like.
But I to be fair, I didn't say date. I was like, we met at a club. We've been texting.
like,
a
we're
little
going
bit.
to
Like, we
Greasy.
really hit
No,
it
to be
off.
fair. No, to be fair.
To be fair, I could be dating Sabrina Carpenter. I look good on a fucking billboard.
I mean, you just said he's John Hamm on a billboard, so you're not much better. You're just right beneath him.
No, if John Hamm
That's
sat
crazy.
down next to me and went, "Did I tell you I've been dating Sabrina Carpenter?" I'd go, "No, you're not."
I mean, for a guy who's in the music world too, to like even think that would be a remote possibility.
But honestly, he was really happy for me.
That's one half step below saying I'm dating Taylor Swift at this point,
Yeah.
and
For
like
sure.
that makes me think he would believe that.
I do think there's a chance something happens between me and Sabrina one day. Like literally just a gut feeling. I feel like we're meant to be.
From what I know of Sabrina, which isn't much, to be fair, I don't think she likes 6 minutes of Missionary.
She likes a lot of different positions. A lot of positions.
Yeah. All right.
I've seen her new album cover. I don't know if that's gonna be her
Tommy's
thing.
got to do anal. We'll do anal.
Tommy, I was gonna say, Tommy would get Amazoned by Sabrina Carpenter.
There you go, Sabrina.
I also feel like with like you want to go on Love Island, and this is essentially a sort of Love Island. Like I believe in your manifesting powers enough.
Well, so that's where I think the format and the success of it do come in. Where I think this is another one of those moments for Barstool. Dave just posted the clip over the past week of when he was like, people are trying to be Barstool, and me and Dan and Hank were like, get the fuck out of here, and he ended up right. He loves that clip. I think this is one of those moments of like, I think there are problems with the format, but also what goes hand in hand with that is like this pioneer revolutionary thing where there's probably some shows being like, we do need it to be real time. We do need it to be 24/7. We need it to be phones and clips rather than big cameras.
I want to be clear. I wasn't a hater. I was a
Doubter.
fairly dubious.
Yeah.
I had my concerns, which I think were fair, but I wasn't like, this is gonna bomb.
There's
Like-
enough people though that are like, the format is too tough. Like I think there are
But the
people.
format I love the format as someone who doesn't like reality TV, because like I wouldn't watch a reality TV show if you got. I'd watch it to support you.
That's interesting.
you,
I think most
maybe
people
you
are
a little
kind of
bit.
like
but
flipped. You know what I mean?
I like it's a reality show that has as much reality show as I want.
You can dive in and out.
So
yeah.
like what I've seen seems fun. Again, I guess if you were watching every clip, you might have a different opinion. But like,
No, I think it's more that is an interesting take, because I think you are rare in that you wouldn't watch an episode of reality TV where most people do.
Yeah.
So they're like, I just want this to be in a half hour, put together. I can watch it and get it all. Where I think they're seeing this clip and that clip, but they're like, I missed all this other shit.
Yeah.
Or if you dove into the middle of the Una, Bree, Nikki situation, you missed the first, you'd be like, what the fuck's going on here?
But maybe that's like I saw one of those clips.
You can pick it up.
And I don't watch the clips, but I read the caption, so I get it. And I was like, but like I see that caption where it's like, and I'm like, oh, they're drunk and they had a confusion.
You don't need character development here. You're like, well, wait, where do they come from originally? Why are they behaving like this?
Yeah.
You get it.
I also think that for as many people as they're like, oh, I just want to watch a half-hour, 45-minute show, there's other people who are obsessed with reality TV and they want as much as possible. And the fact that they're getting things from 8 a.m. to 4 a.m. is like, they're obsessed with it. I was going into it, I was like, I don't know just how we'll know if it's a success, right? Because if it's just strictly a YouTube video, pretty easy to be like, all right, it hit this number of viewers, it's a success. It was like, oh, how will we be able to tell if it's a success? We were able to tell pretty quickly it was a success.
Yeah, but that's where
I don't know if there was a certain number,
think
but just the vibe was like, oh, this
people are watching, people are talking.
Yeah.
I think there's like a hybrid. My opinion is, I think if you made a YouTube show that's still based on phone clips, but at the end of the week you have like a narrator, storyteller, confessional, something to like tell storylines. You have an episode that goes out on like a Wednesday, but then there's like all the clips, uncensored, exclusives, other storylines, whatever. Because it's just a big enough, and I don't know, maybe there's business behind this that I'm not aware of, but 105 million Twitter impressions is great for like exposure and awareness and all that. I don't know how much money you can make off of that, or how much you can advertise on that. If you had
but then you go to like Body Armor and you're like, we got 105 million impressions. Like, I don't know if you can get Twitter money, but you can get But
that's where I'm saying, like, if you had a show that was on YouTube that got 1 million views and you made this season 1, season 2, season 3, you can keep going forever. You can still do Body Armor in the clips and all that. I just think having a show that goes along with it is better for like multiple seasons, multiple cast characters, money, revenue, algorithm, yada 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 yada.
I agree.
I think there's a way to like, put the two together.
I would
where it's
that
like,
happens like next year.
Yeah,
like
right.
But
Well, that's what I had said.
Get both, right? Because like to have it out immediately, it's got to be phone video, and then you can't make that into it because it's just on a phone. So you can't make all those.
I think you
vertical
could
videos.
though. I think you like it would have to like look a certain way.
I mean, you'd have to have 2 camera crews essentially.
I don't think so. I think there's a way to make a YouTube video that's still like guerrilla filming. It wouldn't. So? I'm not saying it needs to be a produced like
it's
camera.
It's just the format of it. Like I think
you're saying like you'd be watching a YouTube video and it'd be a vertical, which isn't ideal. But also,
I think if you get a phone camera horizontally and it looks a little more, you're not watching the clip.
But then the social clips.
But then the social clips don't do well on TikTok and on Instagram.
I guess so. Yeah. I think there's a way to. I mean, yeah, but if you have like 10 people filming vertically, you just throw 10 more. Those guys are almost the real all-stars.
Yeah, they were great.
That's gotta be. That's gotta suck dick to do like 8 a.m. to 4 a.m. You know, it looked like Chuck was enjoying himself and people were having some fun, but for the most part, you're probably sober and just like worrying about your phone battery for 24 hours a day. Like that part. I just wonder if there's a way to combine the two to make it like, you know, for the people who want to watch a show and the YouTube money and the whatever, all of that, while you can also do like and watch on Twitter to see everything else too.
I also think with a YouTube video, like if it was all vertical, it's annoying for the first like minute, and then you get used to it.
Like it's just is what it is. You're watching something new. It's like you're breaking the rules, but I think usually you have to like play by those rules when you have something that's like this is good, but we need to like maximize it. Yeah. This is like I'd watch it no matter what because it's just it's so compelling and such a shit show. I would be interested to see how many non-Barstool people started to tune in. If they did.
It felt like a lot. Just like I mean, I got back home yesterday to my apartment, and my entire TikTok algorithm was just random people talking about the beach house. I was like, I can't fucking escape. Like, it was just like
that especially, there's a lot of people like kind of reporting on it from the way they would cover a Summer House or Love Island or whatever. Yeah.
I would imagine there's also probably going to be like a lot of friend groups that are like, oh, we have videos or like cameras. We could just do this with our friends.
I'm sure there are people who think that they can do it, but I don't know if there's a cast of characters quite like this Frankenstein that we've assembled.
You also
here.
might have friends, but then do you have a bunch of other friends to record
you all
the
time?
Do you think 5 of your friends are going to agree to record you all the whole fucking summer?
You guys are the 5 least entertaining ones.
The social team also got like kind of reamed out for not like night one for not recording like everything. So they seriously were like at our sides. Like, even again, if I wanted a second alone, like my social person had to be like, sorry, I have to just sit in the room with me. And like when I went to nap, she just had to sit in the room.
See, I would have a problem with that.
Yeah.
That would bother me. Like if I really wanted a minute alone and like someone who was like basically my friend and colleague said no, I'd be like, fuck you, man.
Yeah.
Like give me a fucking
They're not
minute.
a friend and colleague this summer.
Right. And I get that, but like that's where these things are always different, where it's like if you would just sign up for Love is Blind or Love Island or whatever, it's like I don't know this producer and they're just here to use me and I'm like whatever. I'd be like, bro, we are friends. Stop it. Yeah. That's why I couldn't do the show. Like I wouldn't be good at it. Wouldn't want to do it. But that part would bother me.
Yeah, but that's what I signed up for. Like literally, this is all like again.
That's like the phrase of the.
I had a break. I'm like having a breakdown, but like that is at the end of the day, like it's what I signed up for. Like I can't, and I am having fun, and yeah.
In a world where Hollywood movies are always about nostalgia and remakes and reboots and sequels, this one might be one of the most important of all. Spinal Tap came out 41 years ago. Spinal Tap is like a comedy trailblazer pioneer. It basically pioneered the mockumentary genre. So it had a huge influence in the comedy world. If you ever watched The Office or Parks and Rec or Abbott Elementary, that mockumentary filming of what's going on, that was Spinal Tap, right? 41 years later, we are finally getting the long-awaited sequel to Spinal Tap. It's Spinal Tap II, The End Continues. This is, they reunite the band for one final concert. Rob Reiner is back as the filmmaker, Marty DiBergi. You got Michael McKean is back as David St. Hubbins, Christopher Guest is back as Nigel, and Harry Shearer is back as Derek. So they brought everybody back together for the official sequel to Spinal Tap. It features appearances from Paul McCartney, Elton John, Questlove, Chad Smith, Lars Ulrich, Garth Brooks, Trisha Yearwood, major stars all coming back for Spinal Tap 2. It also is coinciding with a new book about the band and a new album, The End Continues. So everything, a book, a movie, an album, all out for Spinal Tap 2, The End Continues, only in theaters and IMAX starting September 12th. Go to SpinalTap.com for more about the film, the album, the book, and get exclusive merch. Get your tickets at SpinalTap.com. Summer may be ending, but AuraFrames are the perfect way to relive your favorite memories long after the season ends. So I just went on a couple family trips. I got a million pictures and videos of the kids. I want to send them to my grandma, my grandpa. They want to see it. All I got to do is get them an AuraFrame, put it in their house, connect it to my phone, and everything new in my phone, in my camera roll, goes directly to this to the digital frame. So while they can't be there, they can experience all of the memories and all of the pictures in real time. They were named the best digital photo frame by Wirecutter, and it's easy to see why, because there's unlimited storage. You can add as many photos and videos as you can find. It's simple to set up. You just plug it and share away. For memories that are made for your summer and for the people who made it matter, get yourself a digital Aura frame today and relive your favorite memories. Go to auraframes.com. That's AURA. frames.com. Use promo code KFC, and first-time listeners can get $35 off their best-selling Carver matte frame. So for a limited time now, that's auraframes.com, promo code KFC to get $35 off their best-selling Carver matte frame. And please support the show by mentioning us at checkout. Terms and conditions apply. That's auraframes.com, promo code KFC. Are you feeling pressure with Danny, or you like Danny?
Or both? Right now, like, I'm actually at a point where, like, I'm obviously breaking under the pressure, and my number one thing is I need to just, like, I need to just kind of, like, I need to reevaluate next weekend, because I think, like, I actually do think he's really sweet and cute. I'm cracking under the pressure, and my number one thing is, like, I just need to, like, kind of chill for a second.
Pressure from, like, fans,
just
or
like
him, or the
like,
house, or what?
No, not him. Like, just, like, not that anybody actually cares, but, like, it's just for me seeing, like, oh, Janie, this, like, I'm focusing too much on, like, everything around me that I'm not actually even, like.
That's.
Do you know what I mean?
To like, that's kind of why I stopped with comments, stuff like that, because it was like, I want to make these people happy, but it's not natural to me, like, and I can't feel right.
The minute you start changing, most people other than Feitelberg will see comments and feedback. That's just part of it. It's when you start changing, like, who you are and what you're doing because of it, that then you go down a weird path where it's like you should always be yourself.
Born people pleaser, like, my people pleaser side is fighting over, like, me considering, okay, do I actually, like, what do I actually think? What do I actually feel? And, like, I need to just kind of, like, figure out first how to block that out.
Yeah.
Not that not that anybody actually cares at the end of the day.
No, but they kind of do.
But some people do, and
like,
that's even more reason to not.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because they're actually saying that, and like, and you're gonna be like, well, I want to make fans happy.
Yeah.
Like, of course I do.
You two, I mean, I feel this way. I was like leading the train, and I almost feel bad about it because it's like putting pressure on people. But like, I think you two are like my two favorite people at the company, and I could see a world where you like really
The fuck?
Tommy top 3. I could see a world where it really works, and that would be like funny and cute, and I'd like that. But also, like, you know, if you don't want to be in a relationship with Danny Conrad, you don't have to. Like, this is crazy, you know. Have you like talked to him or texted him like off camera, sort of being like, this is crazy, or like is it just like on camera interaction?
like talked off camera, not texted.
Have you guys
anything.
texted
Are you guys
since
allowed to text?
Yeah, but
Like at the show, at the house?
yeah, but
You
then
don't
like
have to text each other?
I mean, we didn't. I mean, like, it's pointless. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
you
It's
really
kind of
want
like,
someone
You know, in
to-
surviving, people kind of like text what they don't want to say in front of cameras. If you could kind of get around.
I mean, I don't think I texted anyone this weekend, but I'm sure. I mean, you could. Like,
Yeah.
they wouldn't know.
Right.
But yeah,
like I might as well just save it for next weekend, like whatever conversation. Do you know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah.
Now
Is
you're- now
that
you're
weird?
thinking like a
I
reality
saw
star.
a few of those where it was like you guys getting pulled aside, which I guess again is just standard reality TV stuff, but it just feels different with like this is going out right now.
Yeah.
You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like,
Yeah.
like here, like you can give a confession. You're like, if you're on, you know, I've done Surviving. You forget you even gave a confession, and
Yeah.
I get in a confession.
Like,
I'm like,
troom.
just
Right
tell me
on.
what you want me to say.
Yeah.
Like,
I also
like,
use
'cause
like 20% of those.
but
Here,
they're always
using them.
like,
Yeah.
they're probing. I guess probably with this, it is different because, like, again, in Surviving, they're probing you, and I'm like, you clearly want me to say something. What do you want me to say? I'll just say it so I
Yeah,
can get
yeah.
the fuck out
Are
of
they
here.
pushing Janny?
Like
Producers?
the producers?
No.
No, not.
I shouldn't speak for you, but I was just gonna say, like, I
No.
think the social people producers have done a good job of, like, they're not pushing it.
Yeah.
I think that is the difference. Like he said, Surviving Barstool, like, they're trying to
Create a narrative,
create
story.
a show, right? And you have to. Like, here they are truly
You
just
are the show. Yeah.
supposed to be, and did a good job of just being flies on a wall.
Yeah.
And, like, they're not pushing anything.
I totally agree with that. Like they're doing a really good job of just being like, and they are doing a good job being like, are you comfortable? Are you okay? Like,
Yeah,
all
I was
this.
gonna say, as hard as weird as it might feel for us that they always are filming and that they're kind of our friends or whatever, it probably feels maybe worse for them that they feel, if they ever feel like they're putting us in a weird position.
Yeah, it's
that
like, I'm just gonna
definitely
keep rolling in your
Yeah.
weakest
and
moment.
That
Like
must
zooming
be
in.
So, that must be so brutal for them. Like also.
Yeah, like even yeah, totally. I was just gonna say like
That's what you signed up for.
They definitely it's what I signed up for. But they didn't like. There was clearly a weird. They didn't know what to do because also it's their first time like
Yeah.
doing this. They didn't know what to do. Like when Danny and I went in the room, like they were like, "Do we record this?" Like you could hear them like whispering to each other outside the door. But
What was the phrase? It was a classy makeout.
yeah,
This is a classy makeout.
so
Tommy counts that as sex.
Not true.
That's
I have sex too.
But yeah, I don't know. I think like right now my priority is just like not just like being able to think for myself versus like people pleasing.
Yeah,
And then I'll
totally.
like reevaluate and reconsider everything, like how I actually feel. But next weekend I just kind of want to like, I don't know.
Don't even think about it. Take a day or two, just vibe out, have fun. If
Yeah.
you and Danny end up, you know, flirting again, then good. But like,
Yeah.
don't go in and be like, oh, what's gonna happen between me and Danny? this
Exactly.
week?
Yeah,
Exactly.
Like I like that will make you. Again, I'm gonna talk to both of you. That will make you worse.
Yeah.
It will make you in your head. It will make you bad at it. So just don't do it.
Yeah.
I also think you and Danny do have a natural chemistry that like probably won't work if you think you have to force it. Like if
Yeah.
you think
Right,
you only
exact-
like Danny
exactly.
because the internet says to, like that obviously won't work. But I think you do like him naturally, but you're also feeling the pressure.
Yeah. And
yeah.
also
If
it's
you
like-
wanted to like go next weekend, like hook up with another guy or something, you should do that.
yeah.
You shouldn't feel like you have to. Again, like I love Danny, but this thing has been going on for like 2 days. It's, like, it's not like you'd be like, oh my god, she just threw 3 years of a relationship down the drain or something. It's like I don't know. If you want to just go have a fun summer, you can do that.
It's also like so much information to be seeing. Like I saw like how sweet he was like when I was really drunk. He like brought the bucket and everything. And so it's like I'm
Yeah.
seeing that and being like, oh, I owe him an apology and like I owe him is a bad word, but like I'm taking that into consideration, being like he's so sweet. Like whereas if I had just like blackout woke up and I was just
You would
like,
never
oh,
get-
by the way,
never-
sorry, thank you.
You
like,
never see the
whatever.
video of someone and like have to
And
feel a way
be
about
like-
it.
Yeah, exactly. And like then that made me, I was like, oh my God, like that was really sweet. And then like I felt like I needed to damage control that. And like, whereas like I wish I could just, have a normal blackout like a fucking normal person.
But you can. Don't.
No, I know.
Don't watch it, don't worry.
That is like, trust me, I get.
Jackie's like, I'm getting fucked up.
Jackie, Thursday, let's just black the fuck.
Yeah, it's just let me have a fucking blackout like a normal adult. Like I am not gonna
But you
look
can
at
as long as you don't do
But-
it.
and
As
also
long as
when
you don't
you-
look, you can do that.
Yeah.
Like, just speaking for me, what my brain would do when I would see comments is I would be like, I saw this, everyone I know and everyone I ever cared about saw this too.
Yeah.
And I would think like that. And that's not the case.
Yeah.
So when you stop looking at him, like I,
It's like a random person on Twitter replying to a thread. Like 4 people saw that. You know?
there was like a decade of my life where like I would go home and I'd be like, oh my God, my mom knows this guy said this thing about me. My dad knows
Yeah.
this person said this thing about me.
None of that's
and like
true.
it would affect my relationship with them. I've said this to Tommy before, where like it would affect my relationship with other people, not with, because I would be thinking everyone has seen everything that's been said about me.
Yeah.
That
And it
is
would-
my bigger fear.
Yeah.
Listen, I can look at a mean comment, handle it at this point. Some of them, sting, but for the most part, I can let it roll back. But yeah, it's the idea of like your coworkers and your friends and your family seeing it and being like, wow, that's what people think about fights. That's what people think about Tommy. That sucks.
That fucked me up for a very long time.
Yeah.
And then when I
It's like
stopped
your
looking in the
reputation
comments,
almost.
I stopped seeing that initially, so I stopped thinking anyone thought that because I didn't fucking think that.
Yeah.
And it's a very helpful thing. So
Jackie, I
stop
think we
doing
make
it.
a phone pact
Yeah, no
where
phone.
we put our phones together and neither of us can touch our
Nikki
phones.
Smokes
Yeah.
was talking about doing that as like a cast.
Listen,
Tommy
I'm not
doesn't
going
wanna do
into
that.
battle without my machine. you can delete my phone outside of my Instagram app.
Honestly,
but
going out with a phone is one thing because when you're in the moment having fun, you don't need to go on your phone. The worst part to have your phone is when there's a little downtime and you want to look at it. That's the worst part to have a phone. So I feel like if we put our phones
Or you
away
should
for
just like
that
stay
part-
busy. Like don't have downtime. Go
That's
do
what I'm
shit.
saying,
Go
yeah.
do activities.
We gotta
Go
put our
like
phones, yeah.
go to the beach
No,
where you're in the pool or you're in the water. You're not on your phone, whatever it may be.
I think I'm deleting. But then also you're like, oh my God, should I be like capitalizing on this and like posting?
Yeah,
whatever?
should
I think
I
you should
delete
do that.
Instagram?
Like, but again, that should just like.
But that's not my priority anymore. Like,
But if you want to capitalize on it, it should just be like your own unfiltered thoughts and opinions about it, not
Yeah.
influenced by the people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you did a recap video being like, I blacked the fuck out last night and here's what I think about it, not like, oh, I saw the video and I saw your comments and here's my reaction to that.
yeah. And also like the other thing is not even like about the Jenny situation, just in general, like you're seeing what you should do, like what the logical thing to do is in that situation from people being like, oh, you should do like, but life is not about making the logical decisions.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's like
It's like, yeah, I wish I didn't do that, but I did.
I wish I didn't do that, but I did. And I don't want to be influenced by what the logical decision is. Like,
Yeah, it's
let
just
me
boring,
just make
bro.
a mistake.
Let it rip.
Yeah. So that's that. And this is what I signed up for. And I'm really grateful.
I did. You do have.
You
And
sound like a soldier in a fucking prisoner of war camp. This is what I signed up for.
they told me active duty was a possibility. Like,
Nichols, U.S. Army, 55324.
you have a Hall of Fame all-time first ballot Mount Rushmore drunk face. It's unbelievable.
I know.
Your
It's so
entire,
insane.
it's like different person.
Yeah.
You look like a different person.
you never
once
have to
you're drunk.
ask yourself, is Jackie drunk?
Never. you know what it is? It's like normal. You'll hear the laugh. And then you'll see the face. That's
Yeah.
the progression.
The laugh
Once the
is-
laugh is, I saw the laugh. I was like, Jackie's, she's on one.
I started learning you're drunk when you start calling me baby. Jackie started coming up to me, go, "How you doing, baby?" And I go, "Oh, Jackie's fucking." And
I
I'd be
would have
like,
picked
good.
up on that too.
I'd be like, "Good." You're like, "You sure? You sure you become like a black woman?"
How you doing, baby? Dude, speaking of that, I got sassed by a black woman at TSA the other day. Nothing better. Nothing fucking
Like she was
better.
giving you a hard time.
Yeah, like a hard time, but like in a flirty way. Sassy black women love me.
I could see that.
Sassy black women see me and they're like, I can give that guy the business. He's just gonna smile.
What'd she say?
It was something I was going through TSA and I didn't take off. It was like was an overshirt, but not like a sweatshirt, not like a big jacket. It was just an overshirt. She's like, sweetheart, what you to take that shirt off? You think you go? You think you just because you got a nice belt on, you can wear that shirt? I was like, it is a nice belt.
So wait, what else? Anything else? If Katic seems like he's the all-star. Him and Ella, like
Ella's so fucking funny.
yeah, they're
I
like,
actually haven't seen much of Ella. That would be.
I mean, she's
She was, I think,
attached to
quiet
Katic's.
maybe the first night, and then I think nights 2 and 3 she had bet. She
The
just,
nights you
they're
usually
like on
use.
stage
she's just
performing,
unapologetically
singing.
herself.
Yeah,
It's like a fun
I
time, not
think-
worried about anything.
I think Katic and Ella are like the MVPs as far as like growing their persona and their
Yeah.
brand.
Yeah.
Like I could see, because especially for the girls, like there's a lot of like the call her daddy-ified world is like a lot of people talk about it. Ella walks the walk.
Yeah.
Like I don't know what Alex Cooper and Sophia Franklin and all of them are like when they're actually out or what's going on behind closed doors. I know how you talk.
Yeah.
I know that Ella. So that's where like now I almost now want to see her talk the talk.
Yeah.
Now I'll listen to you talk about shit because I've seen clips
Yeah.
of her and heard her tell stories and I'm like, okay. Now I'm like, oh wait a minute, I gotta go back to that story with this in mind now. So, and then Katic I can't exactly.
That's weird. See, this is kind of what I'm saying. Like where it is, it's as much reality show as you want. Like you usually lose me around 11 p.m. is when I'm kind of like done on social media.
yeah, that's when they
Oh,
get
that's
rare
when they
to
come
go.
out
So
again.
like I miss.
What do they call it? The Crawlers or something? Katic Crawlers.
Crawlers.
That's like his crew
His
name. Whatever.
riders,
Got it.
essentially.
Right. Yeah. The Crawlers come out at night.
But so
man.
I'm mostly a day Jersey Shore watcher, or what a Barstool Shore House. What is it called?
Beach House.
Barstool Beach House watcher.
Yeah,
Where-
no, you got it. There's a whole other show going on, bro. I mean, truly though, like I'll go to bed at a normal hour. I wake up, middle of the night. I'll roll over, and then I'm like, there's 10 more clips.
Yeah.
It's like the Instagram account got flagged for like spam, and so they are like limited posting.
I think
abilities.
it's back now.
Sure,
but that's, I mean, obviously, all the accounts did great, but it does man, it could have been even better. Like,
Yeah.
it was I think basically because there's 20 or whatever, 10 different phones logged into the Instagram, all posting that Instagram flagged as like a
And it
bot
makes
account.
total sense that it would come across that way. But I also I'm so much more off of Twitter now and on Instagram that when the clips slowed down there, I had to be like, oh wait,
I would
this
say
has to be going on
TikTok,
Twitter.
Like, if you want to follow the show, I would say TikTok.
TikTok? Okay,
I think
that's
TikTok,
a good.
like,
Which is surprising though, because I feel like TikTok also has like the most you're allowed to be like fucked up and hammered and fighting and saying kind of stuff on there.
So yeah,
Because I always find that,
I
if
think
you
TikTok
say
has
anything
the
on
best like comments section, like if you, to feel
Oh,
part of
here
it
we go.
for-
That's why Tommy wants you to go TikTok. No. Tommy, TikTok's a bunch of Tommy fans.
I'm saying like in general, I think like TikTok people get the joke better than any other platform now, which I know sounds crazy, but like the TikTok comments are just for anything
Funny.
in general are funny. Like
and-
people are
Well,
fucking funny.
Twitter is like the new Facebook. Like
Yeah.
old people arguing about politics. And then Instagram, I don't even know what.
I don't
but
even
like
really know
TikTok
what
is
goes
like
on there.
TikTok's
They're
just
just
the
like,
other end of
We're the
Facebook.
sports. Someone commented
Instagram's
that.
the sports.
No,
Like,
like, I'm
like-
saying with Barstool, people always be like, "Oh yeah, did you see that Patrick Mahomes pass?"
Bro,
Oh, yeah,
I
yeah,
ranted about this before.
That's been like that forever.
I
Like,
can't-
The comment section is like, this used to be called Barstool
They-
Sports.
someone did
That
that
I
on a-
understand though, like that specific comment. It's when people will be like, "I agree, the Cavs did blow that fourth
Yeah.
quarter lead," and I'm like, "That is boring.
Yeah.
Your
Yeah.
comment sucks." If I made a video about how the Cavs blew a fourth quarter lead in the middle of like February, that video sucks, dude.
So bad. I made a video the other day, like a video about the airport, and someone on my own personal Instagram, someone commented like, "Oh yeah, I really agree. Will Johnson looks great at defensive line for the
Why would
Arizona
I make a
Cardinals."
video
I
about
said,
Will Johnson
"Bro,
being
do you
a
think
defensive
I'm a fucking Arizona Cardinals beat
Why would I do
reporter?
that?
Why the fuck?
You know
would
what
I
you gotta
be
do
talking
in
about
sport,
that?
in better sports season? You just gotta start commenting like, yeah, Tommy Smokes was America's sweetheart.
Why are we not talking about the Beach House performance from Katic? Is there anything that hasn't really made it to camera? I guess not. There's no, like, a lot of the thing that's interesting about this show, is
Yeah.
like when people are like, oh, the edit didn't show this or that. It's like, there really isn't that, right? There's, like, was there anybody who was like, I'm trying to think of the whole cast. There was nobody who was like missing in action because they didn't like post their clips or something, right? Everybody was either varying
Yeah.
degrees of in the mix, but it's not like.
I can't. Yeah, I think everybody. I mean, I think everything that happened noteworthy was definitely covered.
Yeah. The only thing is like Twitter gets like you can post more there. Like if you want to see Bree throwing up, you can't post that on TikTok and Instagram. So,
I
sure
was
that's
surprised a
on
little bit
TikTok.
about that.
What?
Just-
I think that clip's on TikTok.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I know that they can't.
Yeah,
like, really, so-
I wasn't sure if that was going to be how much of that was going to be shown. Where it's like, yeah, everybody's absolutely fucking hammered. Like we know that it's implied, but it's not like shown, but it's shown. All right, the other big show that is about to happen. We maybe should have rethought the release during the biggest Barstool thing in the moment, but
I don't know.
typical.
No, I completely disagree.
All eyes on.
I texted
on
Tommy.
social.
I was like, we're gonna get way more promo from this.
Oh, especially because you're in it too.
From doing
yeah,
podcasts
that's a good point.
and stuff
good
like
point.
that.
I just did think it was funny. It was like it seems like something that would happen coming out of this crew of like, it's our thing, and it's like, nah, this is going on.
No,
over here.
I
but
think
that's actually a good
best
thing.
case scenario.
It's also like there's only, I think, going to be 2 weeks of overlap.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
Like there's 2 weeks of Mascots episodes and weekend. But yeah, it's like you can't avoid. Like we were saying,
But
we
like
didn't want to start.
they're
There's
not
always-
on the
there's always
same
gonna be
night.
something.
Yeah, they're not on the same.
But there's
night.
also going to be, something happening at all
Right,
times.
like we didn't want to do football season because then we're focused on football. I actually think it is good. Like there's more eyes on Barstool in general.
Right.
now.
100%, right.
And it's
Yeah.
like during
And
the weekend,
I
I'm
forget
gonna watch
that,
a bunch
like-
of people get drunk, and then Tuesday nights, Les Mascots.
And you're in the show. You know what I mean? So
Big
like,
August for Tommy.
but like while you're on it, you should start talking about Les Mascots.
if
and,
you don't
like,
think-
should be wearing that fucking helmet.
If you don't
the
think,
show this week.
whenever I guess it's weekends 3 and 4, I'm gonna be showing the YouTube episodes on, on my phone.
You should do.
Girls
You
like
should do
actors?
like movie night. Like,
Yeah.
like sit the house down
Just
and they
have
all
it
watch
playing
it.
on loop. Get
You
those
should be like
views up.
Netflix and chill's an old thing. You want to go home, Mascots and chill?
It's like good
Do you guys
slogan.
have merch yet?
What's up?
You guys have merch yet?
Mascots and chill would be a great.
I don't know how much merch we're gonna do.
Yeah.
I don't think much.
That
Probably
feels
should see
that
if
feels
it's
like something
good
when it
first.
blows up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think
but it's
having
also
merch
like,
for like your premiere is like, what if nobody likes?
I think it.
I
I wasn't on the show when we had live tickets go on sale, so there are tickets available. I think at the live shows we'll have merch. I don't know if we're gonna sell it or anything like that, but at the live shows, I believe there's free merch.
tickets on sale for the tour.
Yeah.
What is the like? What's the
It's we're going to New York City's already sold out. Boston, DC.
Not DC.
Where are we going?
Going to Columbus, Boston, Philly, Chicago.
Okay, those four
when are you guys
places.
doing Columbus?
September 9th, I believe. Tuesday,
gotta go
September
to
9th.
Columbus, too. Maybe I could
Boston,
do that
September
sometime, I guess.
11th. Philly, September 16th. Chicago, September 24th.
Yeah, and we're all doing stand up. We're gonna show whatever episode is out the next week. We're gonna show that episode at the live show. So
Get a little exclusive.
you
Preview.
get a little exclusive preview. I think we might show the episode from before too. We might show the most recent and the next.
Yeah, I thought we got to figure that out.
And then afterwards we'll do a live podcast with the cast and the creators, I guess if you'll call it. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a fun night. So
And the premiere is this Wednesday.
premiere is this Wednesday.
Well, the
Premiere
the
event.
show.
Yeah.
The event
Yeah.
is this Wednesday. The show premieres the following week.
correct.
Yeah.
Tuesday, August
Tuesday.
8/19
Right.
is when it comes out.
So, but if you're in
Kira Sedgwick's birthday is probably an easier way to remember.
My
that.
grandma's birthday as well.
the closer, the closer, and Tommy smokes, Grandma smokes. So the premiere is New York City movie theater. I think we're gonna be banged out.
You're gonna bang
to
out.
the
It's
point that it might be a problem.
It's the theater. Yeah, if you are coming, if you got tickets,
Get there early.
Get there early. It's the theater where like Wes Anderson does all his premieres, so it's like a cool theater in the West Village. Should be fun. It should be fun.
And you're doing 2 episodes and a little Q&A.
2 episodes. I don't think we're gonna do the Q&A. I think we're gonna do 2 episodes, and then we have an after party. There's gonna be an after party. I'll say off air. But so I think we'll just do 2 episodes there, and then head to the after party. That'll be there's a DJ, food, booze, all that stuff. It'll be fun. It's gonna be fun.
Yeah, not doing Q&A because that was. Are you going to do any talking afterwards or just
I don't
air and
think
go?
I think
So-
just like a thank you, right?
Yeah.
I think like
I
maybe
feel like
a
it'd be
quick.
weird if we didn't say anything.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what I
yeah.
was going to say. You should say something.
Yeah, I think we'll do a quick like, hey, thanks for coming. We're going to the after party at this bar. We'll see you there.
Okay, that
So I
makes more sense.
think it just like it's gonna look weird if we like try and do anything there.
Yeah.
So
Cool. All right.
but it's gonna be a fun night. There's one name on the guest list who I don't think is gonna come, but if he comes,
Oh, mama.
oh mama,
Is it R.
Wait.
Kelly?
Tommy doesn't know about it.
What? Can you tell me right now? Can you tell?
All right, we have to bleep it.
That would be awesome. I think, I've been saying it's going to be the first day of the rest of your life, man. I gave Jackie and Una the Paul Walker, Vin Diesel, this is the last day we'll ever not be famous talk. Last week when you were out, now it's for you guys too. It's the last day you'll ever not be the guys from Les Mascots.
Do you guys have goals for like views? What you want?
No, I have goals for like us, like as a group. But they're not really.
The views is such a weird. Like it could be this. It could be higher than you expect with less success. It could be lower than you expect with more success and traction.
I think the overall goal would be people like it, and we get to do a season 2, and maybe a season 2 gets bought.
Yeah.
Also, I mean,
my goals, honestly, like nowadays, my goals are even bigger than that. Like I'm not even worried about season 2. I'm worried about like what we're doing in 5 years. Like because I think
for season 6.
No, like whatever show, whatever we happen to be working on. I just think like we're pretty good at it.
I feel like
having seen the shows now, I'm like
this is a new man.
Well,
Yeah,
like having seen the full shows, I've seen 2 of them. Having seen the 2 full shows, I'm like, well, it's good.
Yeah,
how good it is, I don't know, and how good we can be, I don't know.
You know what?
But
The problem
it's
is,
watchable.
It's like, unfortunately, like the timing of it all. I would have told you like 5 years ago, and certainly like 10 years ago, if you make something good, like you're good.
Right.
You could make something awesome, and if like the algorithm doesn't hit it,
Yeah.
like, people don't talk about
But
it.
that's why, like,
it sucks.
Even already thinking about like the very next thing has to factor that stuff in, and I'm like, well, that's stuff. We don't know what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
It could, like literally 100 people could watch the show. We have no idea.
Well, you got to get 105 million Twitter impressions.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's a bomb.
But but because I already know that we at least have our like foundation. Yeah. So I'm like, I know we
You
can
got the
do
crew,
this.
you got the people, you got the skills to just keep going.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's the most fun I've had working on anything.
I've drawn the comparison only because it's the only way I can relate to it. But like, it's like when we were doing the podcast. It was like I was never like, how many downloads did we get this episode?
What?
I was just like, this format works with these guys, and I had the vision that like podcasts was going to be a thing. Ended up being right on that, but it could have gone either way.
Yeah.
But I was like, these people in this thing works.
It just feels right.
Like, and I don't know if we're gonna sell out the Wilbur or it's gonna become a podcast network or Churn's gonna buy. I don't know any of that, but we can do this.
That's such a great comparison that like, yeah, I don't think we ever had a clue how many people watched the show.
I never looked at like stats or
the
anything.
First 10 years,
Right?
Like longer than that.
Right. Yeah, no, for
like,
real.
Dead
It was
serious.
like,
Like I don't think I had a fucking clue how many people watch KFC Radio or listen to KFC Radio until like 3 years ago.
the only time
Like I just liked doing it and I did it.
the only time that there was like when we sold out the Wilbur, I remember being like, well, that's pretty crazy. Like,
Even then, I was impressed, or I was like, whoa, that went fast.
the only reason I remember that is because Dave was like, holy shit, these people bought tickets for you.
But I was like, it's probably Dave. Like,
Yeah,
you know
yeah,
what I mean? Like, it was.
yeah.
I always.
It's the Barstool effect. It's not us.
I always knew. I was like, I'm having fun. This is good, but like, it's probably not successful because of me. And I still feel that with mascots, but I just also know it feels good.
As long as you have something you can like be excited and happy to do, then even if this doesn't, like, let's say there needs to be tweaks or adjustments made, it's like, okay.
Yeah.
Like if you hated this, if you were like, that was a grind, we don't get along, and then season 1 like bombs or doesn't, it's like, fuck it.
I
but if it's like
vividly remember it was like probably February, whenever it was like our first or second day of shootings. Whenever we shot outside Corner Bistro, we ended up reshooting that. But that was like our first real shooting outside day, and I remember like walking home that night and being like back to my apartment, being like, that was fucking awesome. Like, that's everything I wanted to do. Like I woke up in the morning, I got some coffee, I shot a TV show and acted for a little bit, and then I went home to my West Village apartment. Me or Chalamet? What's the difference?
There is that
gaggle
is
of blondes behind me, no big deal, living the dream.
The downside of it is like it is so much fun and it is so fulfilling that you're like, oh, well, this is like I like doing this, but you're like, well, I'm gonna do it for however much money they pay me. Like next year I might make $20,000 a year, but like it's fun, so it's worth like doing it.
It's also so crazy seeing like I was thinking back to the first like Out of Order thing that I was on, and then like based off the last theater scene, like you guys have it down to such a science. You guys just like as a team have like gone from here to here within like such a short period of time. It's like, oh my god, okay, 5 years you guys are gonna be like.
That's funny that you thought the theater thing was like impressive or cool or whatever it is you're trying to say, whereas like when we did it I was so embarrassed. where I was like, oh my God, they must think this show sucks.
What's the theater thing? What's that?
We shot, I think it was like 2 weeks ago. We like did like the finale in a black box theater, and we needed a crowd. So like we sent an email at Barstool, and a lot of people came.
Got it.
And it was an episode you weren't here because we recorded it in the green room. And I remember asking Una and Steve, and I was so self-conscious about how it must have looked, where I was like, you do have to rate the show now. And they were like, it's good. And I was just addressing the fact that like it must look insane.
What we shot, I mean, without giving much away, because you couldn't even, what we shot makes no sense to the people watching.
Right.
So like, you know, I wasn't expecting a ton of laughs.
Right.
Yeah.
But I was like, in my own head, I was like, they must be walking out thinking this show sucks. So I just wanted to address, like, I know that looked crazy to you.
It'll make sense later. Yeah.
No, it looks fucking insane. But you guys, like, you have the theater, like, behind the scenes. It's like Owen and Pavs, like, they just, like, they shot this. They're like, again, you guys had people watching you, and, like, whatever you were saying was fucking nuts. But, like, you were comfortable, like, doing it in front of people and just, like, going through it. And then, like, I even came back after when you guys were doing like the 1, 2, 3 USAS whatever and it was just like, okay, again you guys like hit it every single time, just like you had your like fucking Spanish scene like down. It was just like you're doing it unapologetically, and you're doing it with such like all flow with each other and like such a cadence now that it's like, damn, you guys are really doing this shit.
I feel like we all work together pretty well.
Sometimes I think that the things that we do, like as a company in general, like whatever you might be a part of, we kind of like expose the people who do that regularly a little bit.
Yeah.
It's like, I remember being like, I think I could just make rap music if I needed to. You did that too. Like I remember like, those songs by Tommy are pretty good. Or like, you know, like the producer's like, yeah, we just shoot them with a camera and it works. With a phone and it works.
Surviving Barstool.
Right. Like we can just do this, and I think there are probably people who are like, no, you need like a degree to do these things. It's like, no, apparently if you just like get talented, motivated people together, they can do pretty much anything. You know?
I still do have that where I'm like, we still haven't shown it to someone. Well, I guess we know that's false now too.
I know what you're gonna say, but it's also it's like you have the people who can shoot, you have the people who can act, the people who can write, and like you can just do it. Like it's not like this looks like it's from Barstool. It's gonna look like
I keep having that moment. I'm like, is it just good to me? Like I'm not sure, but like I watch it and I'm like, I'm not like, holy shit, we reinvented television. But I watch it and I'm like,
that's a TV show.
That's a 22 minute. That's a good show.
I think we've also like now we've wrote it, acted in it, rehearsed it, like watched the edits back, where it becomes, I'm like, that's good, but I've now seen it so many times you lose feeling.
Sure.
Yeah, like
especially with a comedy.
Can't
like,
laugh at your. It's like you're doing your punchline, your
right.
closer. It's like when Bert tells the machine story, he's not like, oh my god.
Yeah. I haven't laughed at the show in 6 months. It's gonna be great.
I don't think I'd ever laugh at like anything I was in though. I don't know. It's just like, is it good? Yeah. Like,
I think it's fun. I think the first episode is like a good, and this is feedback I got from like friends who don't really follow Barstool. They're like, it's a good story. It makes you want to watch the next episode.
It's a completely compelling
I think
story.
Episode 2 is more just like, I mean, episode 1 I think is still funny, but episode 2 I think is just more pure comedy. I think it's a good mix, and you've said this too, of like, it is funny. There's funny parts, but it's not, you know,
it's hard.
Like it's not just nonstop joke. Like there are storylines and like character building.
You guys are all a bunch of like people who watch TV and movies to like a above average extent.
For sure.
You have the people who have the skills to like shoot it. It seems like at least a couple of you guys I know read the books and researched like how to write scripts and all that sort of shit. It's like when a bunch of people who know comedy and entertainment just from a fan point of view then also put like their back into the making of it. It's gonna be good. You know, it's gonna be it's I don't think people, you might like it, you might not like it. I don't think people are gonna be like, that was a amateur piece of shit.
Yeah, no one. I would be
like, other things at Barstool was always like, we didn't try hard, the Barstool difference, the camera didn't work, the audio whatever. You know, this is like, it's gonna look and feel like a TV show.
It might not be your bag, but like you're not gonna be like, how did this?
That was not a TV
How are
show.
they calling this a show?
Right.
Like it's a show.
Yeah.
And I feel like you guys, based off like, especially Adam, already have such a good like finger on the pulse, whatever, for like that niche like comedy, like humor, like whatever. I think like even during some out of order sketches in the middle of it, I'm like, I don't get it. And then when I see the whole thing, I'm like, oh, they were right. Like, this is funny. You guys have such like a trust the process humor where it's like, it's not like the obvious, like just doing something for laughs. It's like really smart humor, if that makes sense.
Oh yes,
I mean,
that's what they say about us.
Yeah, that's what they say about Cookie Monster and Elmo.
I don't know if that's, but I do remember there's definitely out of order skits that I watch that I'm like, I don't get that, or like that's not my bag. But like then I see the internet like it, and I'm like, yeah, there's like a weird bird internet humor to some of those things that probably translates in the TV show as well, where it's like, I wouldn't have like written that or even get that, but a lot of people out there do, or whatever, you know.
I think this.
I think there's some of that, but I think this is also more traditional, maybe.
Yeah.
In its humor.
There's a little bit of everything for everyone, but I would say it's like that. I think that's where I get confidence from it too, where it's like we didn't try and do anything. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like we didn't try and reinvent.
It's a buddy show.
It's
a
not
buddy,
like there aren't like crazy edgy jokes that are like it's a funny show. It's like a buddy comedy.
Where did Owen come up with that idea? Did he have like any inspiration, or just like
I don't know,
concocted it?
Dude,
he's like the original idea, or was that a group thing? It's his idea.
That's his idea, as far as I know.
Yeah.
It's funny. I just did Stuff Island, and at the end of the podcast, we were talking on the show just about like when a comedian does a joke, or when you do a joke and you're like, oh, I didn't even realize. I think the example Tommy used was like Greg Giraldo had a joke he did 15 years ago. And he's like, I didn't even know he had the joke. And we're talking about just like how that sucks when someone else has your joke, or when you write a joke and someone's like, it's a good joke, but it's already been written 10 years ago.
Yeah.
And he ended the podcast with like, yeah, check out Les Mascots. And John, just so you know, 3 other comedians have done that show. And I walked away and I went back to my hotel and I was like, oh my God, we didn't fucking check to see if any comedians had done the show. I can't believe that. And then I was like, of course they've already done that show. It's such a great concept. Of course people have thought of this. And then I did look at Dish the next day. So I get back to O'Connor's house, and I pulled Tommy aside, and I was just like, yo, by the way, dude, you serious about that? Like 3 people have done this? And he's like, no, I'm just fucking with you.
I was going to say, I don't think that's true.
Oh my God. I was in my hotel room just like, well, they didn't do it like we did it. Okay,
Bro,
it's very different.
Could you imagine if you shot like a whole season and someone was like, this is on Netflix, right?
Yeah.
Like, this is not like Netflix, BBC, or some shit.
We
like,
would have known by now.
No, but if it was like overseas, you know, there's like a world where it'd be like, yeah, there's the British version of this, dude. This is already done.
But like what we were saying earlier, where I was like, oh my God, the trailers have been doing well. And I was like, well, they're doing well because everyone's saying they already made the show. That's why it's doing well. Everyone's making fun of us.
Is the season done?
Pretty much.
That's crazy though. Like that is still on the fly.
No,
Anything
it's not done shooting.
Like
no,
if
it's not.
You're not done shooting?
No.
But we're like 94%
Okay,
done
but
shooting.
if and when Tommy dies from his spider bite, what are you gonna do? If Pabs gets hit by a bus tomorrow, what are you gonna do?
It'll be like probably a black guy playing Tommy for the other episodes.
That would be very funny. That would be very
Someone
funny.
who looks like incredibly different.
No explanation.
No explanation.
And it would also be like, it's not all chronological, so just like the middle episode 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But also like we're not done shooting, but we're pretty much done. But also like we're very far ahead of schedule. Like as far as like what we
But
have.
wait, that's not normal, right? I think most people premiere when they are done.
But we
Right?
don't have to, like, 7 episodes don't have to be done on August 19th. Episode 1
I
has to
agree,
be
but
done
I'm
on
saying
August
most people
19th.
don't do it that way.
But
right?
that-
No,
that's
for sure. Little
a
Dicky
very-
does with the show. Apparently, Dave, the F X show, Little Dicky, like he would edit the next week's episode like the week leading up.
Yeah,
to it.
well, no, that's what I'm saying. That's
keep it, like, timely
completely
and, like,
normal.
No, just like he was just a perfectionist and like he would always be tweaking it until like.
But what I'm saying is like until like 3 years ago, shows came out weekly. They'd film it. Like Friends, like they were on set filming.
Really?
Yeah, as far as I know, that's how I always thought it would
I'm
be.
pretty sure.
Yeah.
Oh, I
You
thought
film
they
it
had
and,
like I thought that was like soap operas, like the
Well, no,
only thing
because
doing
think
that.
about it. Like
No.
old sitcom, 22 episodes that air September through May. There's no way.
Yeah,
that
you're
They're all
filming.
done. 22 episodes filmed by September. I think you
I
film. like,
thought there was like a off season and an on season
No.
for filming and
I mean, there is, but like it depends. Like in the streaming, yes, like everything comes out. But like South Park's filmed weekly. South Park's edited weekly.
Yeah, I always thought that was more because they do like topical humor.
Yeah.
And that, like I thought if you were acting, you know, it was like we're gonna film for like 6 months and get all this shit done, and then.
I think again,
But that's interesting.
currently, like in today's landscape, Jackie, I think generally, I just said the word landscape.
Because it is, I mean, 22 is also a lot where it's like, yeah, we'd have to keep going.
I think
But, like, if you're doing 10,
currently
you
it
probably
is
can
usually like
wrap
that.
up.
But I, as far as I know, traditionally, like they were filming all
On
the
the
time,
fly.
and it would coming out next week, and then filming next week. But it's also
I think it's going to be. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, like, what we're doing, everything major is done. Like, we're doing, like, we got one scene to do in this apartment, and then I'll get dropped into episode 6 in mid-September. Like, we're pretty much done.
Is it based on, like, we needed a location or a thing to film it?
I think most of our location
you guys got to worry about, like, haircuts and beards and all that shit, or do you not care about that?
We've been monitoring it.
Yeah.
Try to be cautious. Yeah, I got
even,
two
like, you get
tan in
tan-
Fiji,
yeah,
and
right.
that tug. Guess what? Marlon got a fucking tan at the end of the season. All right.
Yeah, it is. He went outside.
Like, I'll probably trim my beard a little bit before I do another scene.
Got it. I think that this will be big enough, or like kind of what Tommy was saying about the beach house, where it was like, how do we know it's a success? We just kind of like know it, or like not a success, but like people are interested in it. I think that this will be there'll be enough of a response that this will be what you guys do.
I think,
like, right now it's been pretty much like a side gig or like a off hours thing for like a lot of different people. I could see this being like, we focus on this now.
That'd be awesome.
I wouldn't. I can see that. I don't think. I agree with you, but I don't think it's going to take an astronomical number to get to that. Like before,
you basically want to do it as is.
Yeah, like before Superman came out, James Gunn was like, "You guys are overthinking this. This does not have to be a $700 million movie." He's like, "We're going to keep doing these." So he's like, it doesn't have to be.
But do you think that it could be enough for like the company to care or
Yeah,
be like, let's
that's
lean
I think
into
the
this?
bigger question is like, could it be, and I mean, we could sound stupid if it's just a failure, but like, I think the goal would be like, it gets big enough to a point where like Dave or whoever would be like, oh, you guys just do that. Like,
I always think of Riggs, like when Riggs was doing politics shit and then he was like, I'm doing golf now.
Yeah.
This is where I'm going. I think that that's the next few weeks for you guys is going to be like,
I think
we need to start shooting season 2 right away. We need to like up our budget. We need to do like, I don't know, whatever.
I don't think that the response will be so bad that people aren't thinking that way. However, it can't be sold. So like, it can't like.
Well, season 1 isn't, but like I don't think it's out of the question that if season 1 does well, it would be sold for season 2.
I don't think it's out of the question, but just
Tommy's
Wait, are we talking like from a streaming?
No,
or from
I'm talking from advertisements. The word I've gotten is always so like, yeah, comedy's hard, man. We can't sell it.
That's a this place thing, I think.
Yeah, well, my response to that is always, comedy's hard, because I know a lot of comedians and they're very rich.
Yeah, they always throw that at me, and it's always like there's 3 other excuses, and then when I poke holes in all those, they just go to comedy's hard to sell.
Yeah,
I don't think that's the case. Here it is the case, so I wouldn't necessarily like that can't really be the indicator, but if there's just enough like buzz and like where. I don't even, Dave probably vaguely knows this is happening, right?
Very vaguely.
I think there's a world where he, like, knows. It's like, yeah, that's what those guys are doing now. They're shooting a TV show. You know what I mean? Like, even like a little victory like that where it's just like, yeah, where if there does need to be a budget or a plan or maybe, hey, how come this isn't being sold?
Yeah.
Like, just something like that.
I honestly,
where it's on the map.
I'm almost not even, like, I almost think a better long-term world would be getting it sold to, like, a streaming platform than an advertiser. Because I think it's hard. Like, KFC Radio presented by so-and-so. You do an ad read. Like, you're not going to do an ad read in the middle of a TV show.
But we've told them, if you're an advertiser listening to this show,
we'll put a commercial.
We will make commercials for you, and we'll put them in the show like a commercial break.
Like you can be, it's fucking like Happy Gilmore eating his Subway sandwich. Like, like you can do shit like that.
I think
it won't happen, but it should.
It's just like, yeah, comedy's hard. I'm like, I
know.
So many
Everyone
people
I know is a millionaire. They all became millionaires. Well, none of us made any money on this.
From comedy. They're millionaires from comedy.
You want to hear Tommy's ideal next year?
What?
Yeah.
Ideal next year? Mascots, massive success. Beach House, massive success. America's Sweetheart, comedy actor. Beach House gets renewed for season 2. Les Mascots gets bought by Netflix for season 2. Next January through April, we spend writing, filming Les Mascots. I then go on Survivor season 51. I hop on a connecting flight to the shooting of Love Island for that season. Head back to the Jersey Shore for the summer for Barstool Beach House season 2.
America's Sweetheart.
See, this is the best thing about doing the show with Tommy. is like, do you know how much it took of me to say it's good?
I know. And Tommy's like, I'll be starring in 4 shows, all renewed because of me.
It's honestly, God, it's been a huge weight off my chest. I've been like, I'll let Tommy talk about it. It's awesome.
You do need that. He's terrible. Like, if you guys do promo, you should be there.
Oh,
No, I mean-
do not listen to any of the podcasts I've done for promo.
I can't even imagine how bad of a job.
We talk about Les Mascots for a grand total of 3 seconds on 4 podcasts.
I know what happened. I know that somebody probably was like, so Les Mascots, tell me about it. And John was like, we don't have to talk about that. Let's just keep doing your podcast.
No, Soder, I said this. Soder, fucking shout out Soder. He's the best. But he gave a good promo, and that's all we need.
All right. So, a lot going on. So we got the premiere Wednesday. Thursday, Jackie and Una will be back, and Tommy will be back at the shore. It's just a lot of summer content coming out right now. A lot of big stuff. A lot of it's important stuff. It's like new, our first like shit show reality TV type show, and our first Barstool's first scripted show, all happening right now with all you guys.
Yeah.
It's cool.
It's cool.
It's always one of those things that like everybody knows with the New York and Chicago office and what we do at KFC Radio, and like there are times where things don't get the attention I think it deserves, or fans say whatever about it. Like, I think these are the moments that you look back on when these things are successful, or you launch into another thing where these are like the memories, the stories you tell on podcasts.
Yeah.
Where it's like, there was one summer where I was doing both shows. People go, holy shit, for real? That seems like nothing to us, but like when you tell it as a success story, it's like those are little, I was crying after the first week. Like, those are the like little sound bites that go viral when you're telling your tale. So you should like write all this shit down. These are the times.
Do my life log.
ChatGPT will tell you.
You do a life log? Just call it a diary.
It's not a diary.
It is.
Diary is more your
You
feelings.
have a diary.
A life log is just a recap every day. I'm actually a little behind. I think I'm still up to it. I got to catch up from our Atlanta trip into the shore. So.
I do a diary, and it's gotten to the point where I'm like, I might have to switch this to a life log, because you get like,
I don't know what that means. Like writing like
I just put it in
style
Google
versus just like
Doc.
blah, 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 blah.
I just like I write every night, and I just write about the day, but like. I quickly fall into blogging
where you're trying to like, entertain.
I'm like
jokes.
entertaining and making quips,
punchlines.
I'm like, no one is ever gonna read this.
Maybe
this
they should though.
This is literally just for me.
No, mine is literally just like facts. Like Friday,
Here's what
July
I did.
22nd.
Yeah.
I woke up. I had this for breakfast. I did. This
Well, you know what that is? When you're dead, somebody will find that and be like, "Wow, this is like Tommy Smokes' life like story right here."
Like Anne Frank.
Yeah, man. Like Anne Frank.
Would have been a believer.
All right.
I actually have one thing. I did see something from you this weekend. Believe in yourself, Una. I saw a tweet yesterday where you're like, I got imposter syndrome. You're getting drunk on the Jersey Shore. You're plenty qualified. Okay.
It's also one of those things where it's like,
I'm fucking trying.
if you're there though, like if you're there, you're
I know,
there.
I think
Like,
people are
you're just
forgetting
imposter.
that I'm a fucking production intern, bro. If I can even figure out how to turn on my
that,
phone.
like that, I know what that tweet was, where it was sort of like, you should be honest. If you're feeling imposter syndrome, that's an interesting angle. I get that, but like, it's one giant disclaimer, right? Like, just do it. Don't be like, oh, I'm an intern, so I wasn't the center of attention, or like, blah, blah,
no,
blah.
I'm not trying to make
Just
it. I'm not trying to do that, and I also am not. By me saying like, oh, I have imposter syndrome, I'm not addressing anything anyone said besides how I'm feeling. Like I am. Just being
then
honest.
that's how you should do it.
If you're feeling something, you're feeling something. What I'm saying is, we used to have that a lot, where people would come in and they'd sit in this chair and they'd be like, I got imposter syndrome, and I'd be like, we're talking into microphones. We're not doing heart
You're not
surgery.
imposing. You're not.
I hear people
Imposter
say that.
syndrome is like when you. I think it's it's better used if you like. Let's say you are one of these comedians who like blows up on TikTok, and then you're like selling out an arena, and you're like, I've been doing this for like a year. You know what I mean? It's like, I feel like I'm an imposter. I don't deserve the success. I don't deserve the attention. I haven't done the work. I think most people feel it in some regard when there's like a quick overnight celebrity type thing, or
That
even
was
if you've
honestly
been-
a better explanation than as I understood it. So
That's
I
exactly
get it.
how it is. It's like,
I get it
I
more
went
now.
on the yak for 5 seconds. Tommy DM me.
Responders.
I DM Tommy and then unsend it, whatever you want to say. And everyone else there has like
a career,
blood,
and
sweat, and tears, whatever, and has proved to people that they can be entertaining. I haven't proved that to anyone. So
But
it's
I
like
think-
that's all I
But
mean.
if you're there, you're there for a reason.
What I'm trying to say is you've proven it to us.
Yeah.
And like
belong
you
there.
were on the yacht, you did the DM thing, you Francis, whatever. Like, did you like?
You didn't win a lottery to get on.
Right,
the show.
right. I don't think you're some like grand mastermind who orchestrated all that, but you're like right place, right time, took advantage of some things, got an
Yeah.
invite. Ba, 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 ba.
I just
like
always feel like
anybody-
I've been like faking it and like acting, and one day I'm gonna like
Well, that's also a little bit of
give
life.
up the
Like,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, fake it till you make
Dude,
it
I
is
know.
everything in life. You know?
I said this on like out and about the other day. I saw, I think it was like an Instagram clip or something like that. It might have been a slideshow, but it was a guy talking about, I guess something kind of along the lines of what we're talking about. And he was like, you have to, it's not even a fake it till you make it thing. It's like, you just have to pretend. And the example he gave that like kind of crystallized it for me was, he's like, what do you have to do to fall asleep? You have to pretend you're asleep. You have to lay in a dark room with your eyes closed
Until it happens.
Going, I'm asleep until it happens. And I was like, oh, that actually makes sense to me.
I mean, Una, when you realize that like, even the people on the yak are probably like, what am I doing here? You know what I mean? Like that imposter shit. Like, there are times 15 years in that I'm like, I cannot believe that there are people who care what I say or the money I've made or the longevity I've had. Like, it still doesn't make sense now. So
I
Listen,
don't know
I
if
got a job
anybody-
because a bunch of 19-year-olds hit some shots in a college basketball tournament. So there's
Right.
there's no blueprint for how to get hired.
But I don't know if anybody at Barstool has covered as much ground as you have since you've gotten here. Like you've been
I
here for,
mean,
like,
that's a crazy.
You've been on the Yak. I haven't been on the Yak. Like you've been in, like
you've done a lot in your time.
yeah, in your time here. Like that's worth something.
Thanks, guys.
1,000%.
No, go get fucked up at this point.
Yeah, exactly.
Go have sex with some guy on the beach. Has anybody? Wait, I guess we already answered this. Are people hooking up with outsiders? I know, like the girls are coming home and stuff, but are there like?
Me and Nikki both brought home outside girls. Yeah.
Yeah. And did the girls in the house have a problem with that? No.
I don't think it was an issue.
No, I love the fuck. My only problem with it was that I didn't get to hang out with her for longer. Tommy broke
Oh
it.
yeah, Una. I thought I was gonna steal her away.
I almost fucked.
I was like in the room with.
I basically went further with Tommy's girl than Tommy went with his girl.
Well, that's not true. I got you first or second base.
No, we're sitting next to each other on this couch upstairs, and like Tommy was doing something, and he like comes out of the bathroom, sits on the other couch. She's like grabbing my leg and stuff. We're having the best time. I wish it was recorded.
I was like getting
Cock-blocked by Una.
Like we're like
This bitch is an intern. She's an imposter. What's she even doing here?
her and I are like cracking each other up, and Tommy would make a comment, and we're both like, "Yeah." Anyway,
So about Tommy, right? About Tommy, right?
What do you think?
All right, we'll see you guys on Thursday for Les Mascots premiere review and week 2 Beach House preview. All right, big thanks for watching. If you made it through this whole episode, that means you should be subscribed. There's so many of you out there who watch and don't subscribe, so make sure you are a KFC Radio subscriber. Make sure you get all the content when it drops. Click that button now.
I have 9 fingers. I'm still subscribed. It's that easy.